Are you not entertained? Is that why you are here?
That's you, boss.
You being sarcastic or something, my son? Fool, you should never mix drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
Don't be an arse. Get a weapon collector, boss.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is that why you are here?
Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. I'm Tart's on the phone at the minute. Should be on for a little bit. Hello, Dropped. Hello, Gyro. It wasn't my fault I was late this time. I was actually pretty much on time. We can blame our queen for that today. Oh, yes. How are you all? You all right? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Pull my fucking trousers up. If you can hear a weird noise, that's Metallic walking down the road. Yeah, but I am consistent in my lateness, yes. Can you hear me all right, by the way? Oh, Renato, how you doing, mate? You all right? So, yeah, don't forget to like the stream. I won't be drinking tonight. Drops it all good cooking, so I'll be in and out. Fair enough, mate, fair enough. What are you cooking? It's early enough that we can talk about food. What are you cooking, mate? I've had a healthy dinner and a healthy evening meal tonight. So, yeah, what you all been up to? I haven't really done a lot today. I've literally, well, something a bit weird. You might think it's weird. I don't know. You might just think, that means nothing. It was just a coincidence. But I was watching The Omen earlier. And then I went and looked how many subscribers I had at that time that I was watching The Omen. And while I was watching The Omen, I had 49,666 subscribers. Now that's fucking weird. Yes. The Drops has sent me an image. It's probably what he's having for his dinner. Oh, nice. Oh, what is that? That's not a hot dog, though, is it? The comments aren't doing nothing. Are you having issues watching me or something? Everyone? There's no comments coming in. 16 people watching. I'm not getting any comments.
Comment.
You what?
It's a comment.
Shut up, you dick. Oh, there you go, Marcus. How you doing, mate? Richard, you right? You're starting to wonder for a second then. Stu said no notifications, fuck's sake. Drop said you're worried about the 666, not the fact that you almost have 50k. Shaking my head. I'll tell you what, the channel's going quite mad at the minute. It's really good. So, like all of my views and all that are up by about 268%, and some of it, like watch times, up like nearly 500%. So yeah, really fucking good. Oh, that Kibasa, is it? That what that is? Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, how you doing, Stu? Yeah, 666, yes. Hail Satan! That's a Mandela effect, because it doesn't actually happen in that. I can't believe that. All of that, and then it doesn't even happen in it. In long legs. It just fucking proves it, doesn't it? Just proves it. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. I was watching fucking The Omen, which is all about fucking 666, and there it is, 49,666. I am currently on 49,700 and some, nearly 800, I think. Can't remember now. Not Brett May said, where'd you get the M16 from? You know what? I can't even remember anymore. I've had that so long. I think it's an AR-15, but it's been so long I can't remember. Yeah, I was watching the original. Yeah, I'm gonna watch them on, Stu. Yeah, I was watching the original one. Yeah, I don't know I'd bother with the remake. The remake, did they do all of them? As in, like 1, 2, and 3. Did they tell the whole story, or did it like flop and then they didn't really? Yeah. Cross Tactics, how you doing, mate? You right? He said, "What's the crack, mate? Great video of the Sobek, which is the crocodile god of ancient Egypt." I know. Yes, I looked that up. I meant to actually say that in the video. Yes, I looked it up. Yeah, from the alligator to crocodile god level. Exactly. Yeah, I thought that was quite cool because I had wondered what Sobek meant, and I looked it up a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I think that's quite cool. And he said, "You sure multi-shot the shit out of that motherfucker." Tell you what, yeah, I've had a good few, 150 or more shots in like 2 days out of it, and that's shooting really nice. Base busted gem. How are you? You right? Stu said, "Now the 2006 one's just a remake of the first one." Ah, right, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, maybe it wasn't popular enough to do any more of. Yeah, I am going to watch them. I'm going to watch them all because I don't think I've ever seen the third one. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. If you can hear a weird noise, that's Metallic. She's on the phone. She's listening. She's walking down the shop. Richard said, "Mike, we'll try and do some more soundtrack for the Spyroverse. I can't promise they'll all be good." I appreciate that, Rich. Yeah. Any sort of ambient music. Hang on, Tyrell. I'll tell you what it says on it. I'll tell you what it actually says on it. That's Colt AR-15. It says on it. Colt AR-15. It says on it. Seraphim, how you doing, mate? You all right? He said, "Evening, everyone. How you doing? How are you doing today?" I ain't too bad. I've got something wrong with my shoulder. This is my good shoulder that doesn't really hurt. Doesn't normally hurt. It's fucking killing me today for no reason. But yeah, Rich, any sort of ambient sort of music, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what the kind of stuff I need, but I'll tell you what, sort of tension kind of music. But yeah, and anything really. Drops in hands any better or worse? Pretty much the same, I think. I haven't really done a lot, but I did a bit of sewing today. That made my hands hurt. And I did something else and they was hurting. And one of my fingers was getting stuck earlier for a bit. So yeah, exactly the fucking same, really. Yeah. I haven't really done a lot to make them hurt. But if I do anything mild, I'm lucky because I haven't done any work. They haven't been killing me. Renato said, "Does physiotherapy?" I haven't had any physiotherapy or anything yet, but I've got an X-ray appointment now for my hands. Richard said I can use a keyboard for some music. Yeah, anything you like, Rich. Anything. It's all fucking good, mate. I like it. So I think she's all right. She's walking out the shop at the minute, having a listen. That's why you can hear like a noise. Stu said, "It's great you're getting decent views, especially now you've got the monetization sorted out." Yes, exactly. Yeah, paying off now. Stu. Yeah, it's because it's weird. It's worked out exactly the right time for me because I can't literally make any fucking money myself because I can't physically make any leather goods. The views have luckily gone up at that exact time to sort of compensate for it. So yeah, I am grateful for that. I fucking yeah. Drops it if they ain't getting better, be glad they ain't getting worse. Well, I think the only reason they're not getting worse is because I literally aren't doing anything to make them worse. Because what I just thought I'll just leave it for ages and ages and see if they. Because I have noticed the older you get, it does take longer to recover. Stuff that I used to recover from in a week now sometimes takes a month. So maybe this is going to take fucking 3 or 4 months to get better. So I may have to wait until like the new year to start making stuff. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it. I might as well get on with other stuff, get some videos done, rest my hands, and they might get better, and I might be able to carry on. Yeah. Cross Tactics said, "Get that Broadhead video up for it. When they become available here, I'll definitely get one of those Sobeks. and do my own comparisons. Also, check if you can deactivate the safety on that croc guard. Yes, I will. Yeah, I'll have a proper look. I haven't really done a lot today, but yeah, I do need to look into that. See how easy if you just put a little arm sticking up or stick a little arm on like that, that'll push it forward or whatever, whichever way it needs to be. Yeah, forward. And yeah, the broadhead stuff's on the way. Well, I think I'm gonna have to reorder it from somewhere else because I looked the other day and it said expected delivery 6th of January. Fuck off. So I can't hear anything apart from well, she had muted herself for a bit because she went in the shop. She has seen those people who make stuff with their toes. You need to start doing that. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, there's always hope, Stu. There's always hope in some way. Fuck's sake. Renato said eat healthy and go to the gym. Yeah, well, I do eat healthy. I have started eating healthy now. And I do a workout I do like a full body workout, weights every day. So yeah, I am. Yeah, maybe that's what my fucking shoulders hurting. Marcus said plenty of protein. Thank you. I'll do that. Richard said I'm like that with bows. When I was 19, 20, I'd shoot the 150-pound bow all the time and recover the next day, and that takes a few days to fully recover. Yeah, I have noticed stuff takes a lot longer to recover nowadays. Yeah, it is what it is. Just got a little comment from our queen there. Drink less, smoke more herb. Just about, yeah.
So slap Darth's face on. She went, be careful out there. She went, you on your own? I was like, yeah, sure, I'll be careful out there. I went, why? And she went, oh, you never know who's about. What the fuck's sake?
Just remember everyone else can hear you, just in case. Can you hear? Ike, Kelsey, how are you? You right? That is a weird thing for them to say, though, yeah. Sorry, I'm talking to Metallic at the minute. So yeah, I haven't done a lot today. I watched the first Omen film, and then I watched the first episode of American Horror Stories, which is an anthology series. I've got black coffee is what I've got. Jared said Metallic needs a Glock. Arthur, how you doing, mate? You right? What time is it where you are? It's evening here. The True Arc, how are you? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. So yeah, I've done fuck all today. I think I spent most of the day keep checking YouTube to see how high my subscribers again, because I am getting a lot compared to normal. Put it this way, I used to get, I think, 5 or on like bad days, I'd get between 5 or 10 subscriptions a day. I'm getting nearly 200 a day at the minute. Is it 200 a day? No, it's not 200 a day. It's about 100 a day, I think, anyway. Yeah, I think I'll be on 50k by Monday. Yeah, about 100 a day, I think it is. Mark said, The Omen is a superb film. Really gave me the critics. Yeah, I remember as a kid, so I have seen The Omen a few times, but I remember the very first time I saw The Omen. And the bit that always stood out for me was the bit in the cemetery. I always remember that when they're in that fucking cemetery and they move the grave and there's the dogs, the jackal's skeleton where the mother should be. And then they open up the other one and there's the baby with the head caved in at the back. And he says, they murdered my baby. And then the fucking Rottweiler's attacking them. That bit and the skeleton in the dog skeleton. Yeah, I always remember them as a kid being really scary. Arthur said, had a family barbecue. Nice. Nice one. I hope you had a good time, mate. Richard said, Mike, did I send you those broadheads and insert links on? You did. Yes, thank you. Yeah, you did. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Some random guy said, I have a 12-inch butcher knife for £20. I'm not buying. I'm not buying, but thank you. Just at the elevator scene with the cable. The drop said, don't forget us when you're famous. I won't forget you lot. Arthur said, I'll go to bed. I'm totally drunk. Good night, Arthur. Hope you had a good night, mate. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Jerry, I think that's the second one, I reckon, because it weren't in the first one. Yeah, the nurse hanging herself scene is really fucking shocking and sort of iconic. Yeah, when that happens, it's yeah. This is for you, Damien. This is for you. I love you, Damien. What?
As I speaking of hanging yourself, what else have you watched?
I watched a bit of American Ghost Stories, whatever it's called. American Horror Stories. But the first episode's a two-part, so I haven't finished it yet. The True Arc said, can I ask a crossbow-related question? Yes, you can, mate. Yes, go ahead. Some random guy said, I tried. What did you try? What did you try? Well, I ain't got a lot of money, so I can't buy things. I make more knives than I bloody buy. Mother said, Mike, I will link what you asked. Thank you. I may have already found them, but still do anyway. Kelsey said, if I keep one of this in Poland, I'd be... Stu said, this is for you, Desmond. Yes. Fucking yes. Yes. There was a few bits I thought I could incorporate into into the Spyro files. Maybe instead of 666 fucking spirograph tattoos and prophecies of, people being born. I love all that. I love prophecies of stuff anyway.
Make some spirograph and some shit transfers for like fake tattoos.
Yes.
You can buy stuff like that you can use in the printer.
On what?
You can buy the paper to make transfers with to put in the printer, I think.
All right, on printer.
A lot of residents used to do that.
Cross Tactics said, sorry to keep coming back to the Sobek, but what do you think the actual bow's quality, since it still sends crop god missiles at 185 feet per second? It looks good quality to me, and that's fine. I'll talk about anything. We can talk about the crossbows. We can talk about anything. It looks good quality, and I couldn't do the poundage test because my hands hurt too much to hold on to the thing. Because I have to manually pull it. I have to basically pull a fucking wire, and my hands hurt as soon as I start trying to grip it. Jarrell, I'm going to have to delete that comment because someone I know got in trouble recently for people keep talking about firearms, making firearms, selling firearms and shit in their live stream, and had their live stream took off recently. So too much talk of selling, making, buying firearms. I'm just going to have to delete them constantly. Because what it is, that is technically against YouTube's guidelines. If I read that out, I'm going against YouTube's guidelines on a live stream. Where are we? Timbo, how you doing, mate? You all right? True Art said, I got the Steamboat PD5 arriving in a week. Say something then. I'm wanting to put the Vlad limb on it. To have a true £90 limb. How close to 90 is the limb, do you know? Well, I haven't done any tests on the Vlad limb because the only problem is my pullback scales only go up to 75. And it just so happens that most limbs I've used, even the redback, only goes up to about 72 anyway. But so it means I couldn't really do the test on a 90 because it would just bottom it out anyway. You know what I mean? So yeah, but you're talking about the £90 anyway. I was going to start going about Sobek again. The Sobek seems pretty good. It seems very similar to the Mantis, and I think the Mantis was about 70. As I say, even the redback, which the redback is the most powerful pistol crossbow I've ever shot, with a standard so-called £80 limb, and that's only I think it's 72 or 73 or something like that. So yeah. You're all good, though. I just have to be careful reading it out because Liam got in trouble the other day. Yeah, because on the guide, well, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying. Where am I? I've got two fucking mouses here. One for one computer, one for the other. Richard says, Stu, I've got visions of Mike digging up a grave, opening a coffin and finding a spirograph in place of a body. It won't be in the next episode. Put that on the Discord, Rich. That's a fucking good idea.
And body bits and a gory hole.
Well, you put that on the thing. Cross tactics compared to the mantis limb, it is visually thicker or roughly the same. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do, cross tactics, because I do need to do this. I'm going to get the mantis out soon, and I'm going to do a comparison of some of the features on them both, because I do want to look at them, and I haven't had them both out yet. And what I'll do, I'll get some calipers out and I'll measure the thickness of the limbs and shit like that. Someone put that on my to-do list. I'll just do it on here quickly. Hang on. Yeah, I do need to, because I want to look, because I think that Sobek is a slightly different build to the other ones, because it's got that slightly less draw length. It must be a redesign, if you know what I mean. But also, you wouldn't be able to take that magazine off and put it on one of the others because they don't have the parts. Drop said, against the guidelines, we've been some bad people then. Richard, £90 limb is powerful. It's only 14 feet per second slower than the £140 genie limb. Nice. JH Aiden said, best weapon for home defense in the UK. Well, it depends really. I don't know. Could someone? It won't come up for me when I'm trying to. Discord wouldn't load. I think I've got too many things going on at the same time. Could someone write on Discord for me? Compare the Sobek and the Mantis, please, on the to-do list. Yeah, the Sobek is 80. I don't know. JS, it depends. It depends what you've got, really, and how much money you've got. Cross Tactics said to me, when I cock the Steamboat £90, it feels identical to the Alligator Mantis. £80 bit, I'm going off feel. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. And that, so the Sobek feels similar to like the Redback and that. Renato said, I saw a video of a German YouTuber say the Sobek's bow is thinner than the Alligators. What I'll do, I'll get... the thing is, it may differ as well. This is the thing. I've had redbacks where the limbs have been different sizes. Yeah, I've had redbacks where the limbs have been different thicknesses. So I don't know if that's just an inconsistency of how they're made. But as I mentioned, I'll get out the thing is my alligator's in the loft at the minute, my mantis. I'll get that out and I'll compare it to that, and then we'll see. But it certainly. Well, you've seen the tests. That went through a coconut, that went through that wood, and that was doing a very similar thing to what the Redback was doing. But yeah, I haven't seen that video, but I've been told of it that someone, John Bloke saying Sobek is thinner. Gerald said if you have a license, then that is questionable. Pretty sure a lever action beats it. Cross tactic, that's the other thing I was going to get at. Cross tactic, yeah. The materials may differ as well. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so he said the materials may differ in the bow. That's what I'm interested in, the difference between the alligator and the mantis and the new Sobek. Yeah. So I'll get out my mantis. I might do it tomorrow because, it'd just be a video I could do, a comparison. People will be interested in that from the old, see what the difference is. But yeah, I want to get them out and I want to see. I want to look at the bodies of them to see what's different and work out why we're losing this inch in the power stroke. And I suspect it's because that one's been a rebuild essentially, because there's no other explanation for it, unless that limb is more curved. Who knows? But yeah, I'll get it out tomorrow. I'll tell you what, I'll get a piece of paper and I'll write it down now. I can't believe how much my fucking shoulder hurts today. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Well, JH, I don't know. I get a bit paranoid about hypothetical things on live streams. Because if it ever happens and I do it, premeditated then. I would use whatever was near me in a situation where it was proportional force, or whatever the word is. And I said, one thing I noticed was that the Sobex bow in sunlight was almost transparent. I have 3 crossbows of this type, and I've never seen transparent bow before. Perhaps a different reason. I have not noticed that. Let me shine a torch on it. Oh yeah, you can see the light through it. How fascinating is that? Yeah, I'll see if I can get this without showing too much of it. Because obviously sometimes YouTube think it's a fucking gun if I show like the stock. Well, you may not be able to see this, but because the light will be too bright. Hang on. Yeah. You can see through it. Fucking hell, that's interesting. So that what you can see is actually the light come through it. That's not the light shining on the front of it. That's shining through it. Well, maybe that's what it is. Because I'll tell you what. Hello, my queen, by the way. Put off now. I've never noticed that. Yeah, so that's interesting. That could be a completely different. That may be why that's thinner, but that's still shooting similar to the redback, because it was. That was shooting very, very similar to a redback. Matty, how you doing, mate? You all right? Just going to try and catch up on these comments I might have missed. Rita said the layup of fiberglass in the limb can make a difference, the poundage. Truark said, thanks, Richard. Crosstat said, the broadheads you and I make are the most accurate out of all of them I've tested. The heavy spearheads and war bolts and broadheads of the other brands. Yeah, they're good, aren't they? You get a very good bolt with those bolts that we make. I noticed there's a bloke on eBay selling them now. What torch was that? That was the Brynite PT16A. That's the one with the instant strobe on it. See that secondary button? That's instant strobe. About 80 quid. Rita said epoxy resin are green tint transparent and solid black or white is polyester resin. Nice. Well, there you go. Penny, how you doing? You all right? Doc said, do you think you could get the loading part to connect on a different bow? I don't think so. I think that, as I mentioned, I'm going to look into it. I'm going to get hold of the Mantis later or tomorrow. Because I had to put all my crossbows in the loft recently. I'll get that out and I'll compare it and I'll do a video showing you the differences. I don't. You might be able to put it on another one, but you would have to make parts for it to stay on. It won't just go straight on. That is not. This is the thing. I don't think that's a standard like alligator with a magazine put on it. It's a rebuild, so the front and back are slightly different. Yeah. Saint said instant strobe's a good feature. It certainly is, mate. It certainly is. Yes. Austin, how you doing? Yeah, a very good torch. That's one of the ones I wouldn't sell. Instant strobe, that's like, it's very expensive. You do get the battery with it, though. I know that sounds a bit odd, but a lot of torches, the reason why they're 20 quid, you don't get the battery with it. This has a rechargeable 5,000 milliamp hour Can't remember the size of it because it ain't an 18650. It's like a 26650 or something. So it's bigger capacity. So again?
Is that a battery pack as well then? That seems a lot.
No, don't have a battery pack with it, but no, as in a power bank. No, it's not.
Well, it seems a lot of battery.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got a lot of power. Very bright, this is. What's the lowest setting? An instant strobe. That's like my favourite thing for that. So yeah, tomorrow's video will probably be Mantis and Sobek comparison for the people who are interested in that. We'll do a visual. I'll get tape measure that and all that fucking shit. Oh, it's terribly dusty in here. Could you see the dust in here then suddenly? I've got a fucking air filter over there. It's so dusty in here. I don't know where the fuck it comes from. Jonathan, you don't get a battery as lithium batteries cannot be shipped because of how explosive they are. Each battery has their own. Yes. So that can't be good for your lungs, mate. I'll have to put I'll put my air filter on more often. Renato said it was cool to arrange a red dot and laser flashlight with USB charge. Richard said epoxy resins are superior as they can take deflection without delaminating and don't lose poundage or take set after left at full draw.
Bad for your lungs.
Yes. Oh, fuck's sake. But, forgot what I was saying. Now, Richard said only downside is epoxy resin is more susceptible to UV damage. Yeah, so that I'll be on until about 12:30, saying I won't do a late night one tonight. That's interesting. Yeah, I hadn't noticed that you could shine a light through that limb, but I did notice when I was shooting it, it did seem, I don't know. It's lost an inch in the draw, but it must be a more efficient limb or something. I don't know. But yeah.
Right. I've got my laptop on now. I'm going to probably check Discord while I'm thinking about it.
Right.
I haven't done that for a while, but I am listening. I'll be in the chat once.
No, because the dust is dead skin. So yeah, but I can't be generating that much dust. I think a lot of it comes off my clothes. See you later. See you in a minute. Bye-bye. Could you hear her talking? No, I know. What I meant though, Marcus, is I think it's coming off of something else. It can't just be me. One person in this room can't be generating that much dust. Thank you, Graham. How are you? There's only downside, and I read that. That's a 10-10. So, while I'm here, don't forget that there are ways to support the channel if you want to, because often people watch the streams and would like to, but they don't know they can. So there's a thing called Coffee where you can donate, and that basically goes straight into my PayPal with very, very little fees. Coffee don't take any fees, but PayPal do. But it's a minimal, like 3% or something. A lot less than what YouTube do. So if you ever did want to do that, because you don't have to donate, that's fine. But often people want to, as I say. There'll be a link in the description. But also, if someone puts the word !support, thank you, dropped. I think Nightbot will put the link in the chat. So I'm just going to play a little 30-second video just to show you how to do it, because often people say, I don't know how to do it. So I'll be back in 30 seconds. Thank you if you do support. I just need to confirm something because everyone's in twin comes and I'm dealing with now. I do know where dust comes from. What I'm getting at is I don't think it's just coming off of me or just general stuff. What I suspect it is, do you know what I think it is? I think it's my clothes because they're dried in a dryer. I'm sure I looked that up because there seems to be an excessive amount of dust in here. Yeah. Anyway, Renato said, does this mean that sunlight can deteriorate the bow of the Sobek? I suppose it could, but again, though, you'd probably have to leave it out in direct sunlight for long periods. I doubt, it getting a little bit of sun every now and then would matter. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right, I'll probably do that Mantis and Sobek comparison. Austin said, I live in Arizona and there's always dust and the sand and other stuff in my house. Well, exactly. But yeah. I can't breathe. Better donate so I can get an air filter. Do like the stream though, whatever you do. It's not more important, but just as important. And then the broadhead bolts, I'll do a video as soon as I get them. But as I said, I might just buy another load. What I think we're going to have to do for the broadhead bolts for that, though, is there's a weird issue. What I suspect might happen is hopefully later on down the line, Mankind will bring out some broadheads for it, broadhead bolts. Because at the minute, you can't get broadheads that screw straight into those bolts. They don't exist. Now, I once, and Richard can back me up for this because he knows about this, I was once in contact with a company in China and I was going to get them to make them. The only problem is I think I was going to potentially have to buy a load to get it sort of going. But I told them all the measurements they needed to make broadheads that would screw straight in to those black and gold bolts, because you can get black and gold bolts with a broadhead on, but they have an insert. They don't just screw straight into them. You have to put an insert in, and I don't think those inserts would fit in to those bolts that have the thread at the end. How you doing, Nick? You're right, mate. So yeah, I was talking to like a Chinese company that made broadheads about making them, and then I think I just stopped after a while. I couldn't be asked. What have you been up to, Nick? How are you anyway? You all right? How's your ailments at the minute? My hands ain't no better. But they're okay at the minute because I haven't been doing anything. I've been wearing my gloves today. And I sometimes wear the wrist things, but I don't think they really help a lot. The gloves tend to help more than the wrist things. Maybe I should wear them more. I don't know. I have got an X-ray appointment now for the 20th of November as well. Forgot what I was saying now. I don't know. Nick said, all right at the minute, actually. Touchwood. Good. I'm glad, mate. I'm glad. But yeah, saying about the dust in here, I do have an air filter over there. Just don't turn it on. Drop said, I find it funny that everyone on here has some kind of getting old pains. Being a working man takes it out of you. Certainly does. Oh, broadhead bolts, yeah. So yeah, you can't get bolts that screw. You can't get broadhead bolts that screw straight into those bolts, sadly. But okay, yes, thank you. I have an idea. A pretty simple idea. It will require ever so slight modding of bolts, but it should not require really any tools, or if it does require tools, all you're going to need is something to heat the bolt up. You can do it in hot water. But yeah, no, it's funny, innit? It's funny, innit? Dropped. Yeah, we've all got our ailments. There's loads of parts of my body that are fucked now. My right shoulder is completely fucked. I can't. That's why I had to buy a fucking reciprocating saw and a pillar drill. My shoulder's so bad now. But I can do the things, but then I'll be in agony for like a week afterwards, or maybe more. There's a solder the sods on. Well, what I used to do was how I put my broadheads in. I would put them on my little belt sander, and there's a thread and then like a shaft bit. Turn that shaft down a little bit on a belt sander, and then they'd fit in. And then you could glue them in, and they were solid as fuck. They were really solidly in there. They wouldn't come out. But yeah, I think there's an easier way now. Austin said, Cole, I haven't been to the Grand Canyon yet. Just moved there recently. Have you always lived in America then, Austin, or are you an American and you've moved in America, or what? Johnson, that's been colder. My shoulder's been a bitch. Damn near 20-year-old injury. Yeah, like my chest muscle dropped. I hurt that when I was 20, I think. Or maybe a little bit older, maybe 22 or something like that. But I was in my early 20s. That's been like 20 fucking years. Richard, drops it. Any headway on the ballista, Rich? Austin said he was born in America. Nice. Said, I want to visit Italy and France. A lot of history. Yeah, there is. There is. Mark said he's done the Grand Canyon, took the steam train. Nice. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Oh, my shoulders just clicked. And did you hear it? What is it tomorrow? So it's my sister's birthday today. November's one of them months where we've got a lot of birthdays in it. It was my niece's birthday the other day. It's my sister's birthday today. So the reason, partly why I'm not drinking, it's not the only reason. I'm not drinking tonight because I'm trying to cut down a bit. And I've got to go out tomorrow for dinner. I said, Mike lives where there's a lot of history, like the woods nearby where they found porno one time. What one time? All the time? At least once every couple of months. Not just that one time. Eileen Harted, have you got any decommissioned guns? Yes, you see that one there? That is. And right up the top, there's 3 shotguns. They are as well. And I think that's all of my DX. I think that's all I got now for DX. 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well. There's another DX in that cupboard down there. Ritter dropped. I plan to get a 2x8 timber. Fell through. Only upside is I got all the wood needed for fencing. Nice. Loads of history in the woods where I live. Funny thing is, I was saying about them doing that talk on my granddad recently. They was talking about the woods in that. Yeah. Loads and loads of history in them woods. Pornos. Chatty. Johnson, are DX worth anything? I mean, in a collectible sense. Yes. So see that one there? So at the minute, because that one isn't current spec, I can own it, but I can't sell it. However, if I paid about £115 to get it to modern spec, then I could sell it. That would be worth at least 600 quid. But probably $750 maybe. I don't know. That would be worth at least 600 quid, maybe more. But yeah, the only reason I can't sell them at the minute is because they're not current spec, so I'm not allowed to. But yeah, they are. They're a good collector's piece, really. Yeah, they are. They're a good collector's piece. I said goblins bumming people. Now that is not my story. That's not my story. That's someone else's story. But yeah, someone's writing a story about goblins bumming people. Yeah, definitely. You know who? I dare you to write his name. Dare you? I thought you was what that was called dogging. No, it's not. It's not. Goblin bumming is by someone who used to come on this stream years ago, but they're not allowed on anymore. I'll give you a little clue, Marcus.
That's the funnest place to be.
Hello, Mafia. How you doing, mate? He said, "Hi, WeaponCollector. Do you agree on the legalization of pepper spray?" Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, yeah. Make it have some kind of. I don't know how you'd. It never will be, because you'd either have to let everyone have it, or you'd have to have some kind of restrictions that only certain people could have it. Say, I don't reckon it'd work. Well, I don't know. It depends who's in power. But yeah, maybe if you could have it so that women could have pepper spray, then fucking yeah, do it. Yeah, women let women have pepper spray. Yeah, that way. Oh well. People have done a petition, but there's no fucking way it'll be legalized. I don't think there's ever been a time in this country where they've ever unbanned a weapon and let people have it ever. But you don't know. As I say, it depends who's in power. But I can't see this government ever giving people a thing they can walk about in the streets with that would have the same effect as what the police are doing. You know what the police can do. They just wouldn't do it. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything like that, Mafia. You get like a firearms offence for kind of even just making it. Yeah. Drop. So that's the problem with all these new SUVs. You need a ladder just to get your balls on the windows. Gyro said UK spec and EU spec. EU spec is basically nothing on the gun works. Well, exactly. John said, "You know what's not illegal? Pocket sand." Gerald said, "Even the Russians were invading the government would still confiscating arms to prevent the Russians getting hurt." But yeah, just be careful what you're making because you get caught with it. It's not worth it. It ain't worth it at all. It's not. Yeah, I've just bookmarked King of the Hill on. I paid for Disney Plus to get a couple of what I wanted to watch. There was a specific thing. Oh, it was Alien Earth, but I can't stand it. So I've been watching a couple of things on there because they've let me have it for £3.50 a month, which I could just about afford. They have Hulu on there. Hulu has got every fucking series of King of the Hill, including the new ones. I've got like 2 or 3 series of King of the Hill. I fucking love King of the Hill. It used to make me fucking piss myself laughing. It's great. Matthew said, well, bear spray is different. But, well, bear spray, I don't think you can buy in the UK, can you? And if you imported it over here, I'm pretty sure they would just class that as pepper spray. And because there's no bears over here, is there? You know what I mean? Mark, how you doing, mate? You all right? He said, what about anti-dog spray? Also, it can't get Sobit bottles anywhere since your video. Don't you blame me for them being sold out? That's four people now. I was looking for them myself today. There's one company that's selling them, but they're selling them for like a tenner. Or I think it was 10 quid for 10, or maybe 12 quid for 10. It's a bit of a rip-off, but yeah, there are a couple of places. It probably is my fault. It is my fault they sold out. But the anti-dog spray, I've got some, but I don't know how effective it would be. I've been told it would be, but yeah. Fun with guns. How you doing, mate? You all right? He said, my favourite person across the pond. Yeah, how you doing, mate? You all right? Hope you're well. Drop said, I miss Luann. Damn shame to lose. Yeah, Brittany Murphy. Yeah, she was good, wasn't she? She was good. Yeah, good actress. Mafia said, I've seen a video of yours using deep heat, right? This will make you fucking laugh. Go on to Google Trends and look up UK self-defense. One of the highest searches this week is deep heat. It's like up by 70%. My video that I did that included deep heat had 20,000 views in less than a fucking like 3 or 4 days. So I may also be contributing to deep heat selling out. So yeah. Jack, how you doing? Jack is on. There he is. Jack said, full pot of Sachs pepper thrown from its container. A couple of ounces of pepper flying through the air. Well, there you go. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Yeah, pepper. Exactly. How you doing, mate? You're right. Joel said there's also anti-dog sonic devices that humans cannot hear and dogs hate. Drops of deep heat goes under the foreskin to get the desert. That's what it's truly for. Yeah, deep heat. I sprayed a bit on my knees the other day and I breathed it in and I could barely breathe. I could barely fucking breathe. Randolph Gunn said the guy who played John. Oh, Redcon. Yeah, he died as well. Dropped it. Always thought deep heat sounded like a knockoff of Link's body spray. Matthew said, WeaponCollector, I have seen loads of tanks lately. I think something's going to happen. Maybe. Cookie said, what if you reloaded a party file with white pepper? That would be pretty. That's a fucking good idea, but I don't know. You just have to think about the justification for these things. Or, well, okay. What I try to do on here is I'd just like to warn people of what could happen, right? Because you might not give a fuck. You may generally not give a fuck what happens. So, yeah, I'm not encouraging to do it. But if you don't give a fuck what happens with you, do it then. But I'm not encouraging you. And I don't mean the party pop, but I mean making things like pepper sprays and shit, or buying fucking pepper spray or shit like that, buying fucking tasers. You know, if you don't give a fuck what happens to you, fucking, you know, do it then. But I wouldn't personally, because I don't want to go to prison. For shit like that, you know, it's you know, because I'll be honest with you, if I was going to use something that was going to get me 5 years, it'd be something fucking a lot more than pepper spray or a fucking taser. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't go down for a lot of fucking years for something that barely does anything, really. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm just saying, just be aware of the kind of sentences you could get for doing it. And yeah. But I'm not on about the pepper and shit like that at the minute. I'm on about other things that people have mentioned. Carlos Hayden, but yeah. But that's why I always mention what could happen, because I'm just warning people, because some people aren't aware that even for a simple thing like mixing, if you're mixing vinegar and chili pepper and then putting that in a spray thing, that would be classed as homemade pepper spray. Same as if you've got a old camera and there's a way to make an old camera into a taser. That's a homemade taser. You'll get done for a homemade taser. And they can have quite serious sentences. They can. But there's things you can use that are a lot worse than that. You know, that'll do a lot more. If you're going to risk that kind of sentence. You know what I mean? But I'm not encouraging that. I'm not encouraging any of that. Just saying. Jock says, spent about 8 hours staring at a tank yesterday. I ain't working on the plumbing. Fuck's sake. How you doing, Carlos? You right, mate? Pocket. I do like the old pocket sand thing. Yeah, pocket sand. Pepper, though, as Jack and Dump says, yeah. Pepper. I think pepper would get you... Hang on, I need to delete something. Mark, don't mention that book. That is classed as terrorist material nowadays. You own that, you get about 10 years in prison just for having that. Yeah, that's quite a serious thing to have that. I don't have one. I don't have any of them kind of things. Yeah, they're classed as terrorist material now. I'll get you a lot of time in prison for owning that. Well, I won't say what, because I've deleted the comment. But yeah. Gyro said, getting caught is the problem. Build stuff on a rainy day and keep low profile. Carl said, yeah, I like the deep heat idea. I told my wife about it. Great idea. I breathed some in the other day. I could barely fucking breathe. Hello, my queen, by the way. Good to see you on. I know he's already there anyway. Oddbod, how you doing? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. There's 37 people watching. Have a like. Have a like. Give a like. Have a like. Whatever you want. Have a like. That's a new saying. Have a like. Fucking hell. That's it. It's going to be that time of year when you have to start worrying about your pipes dropped. I feel for you. Oh, yeah, forget about that. Christ almighty. Anyone mentions that book again, you're going to get blocked because I'm going to have to keep removing the comments. But Oddbod, yes. Because that's you don't want to go down those lines on a live stream talking about that kind of stuff. Yeah. Art Towards, how are you? Sorry, Oddbod, but yes, it's only because that is classed as a very serious thing to own nowadays. There was two blokes, a bloke and his son owned them and went to prison for about 5 years for that, for having them. And it was just the books. They hadn't done anything else. They just had those books because they are classed as, you know, what I said. I don't even like keep saying it. Probably why all the fucking viewers are on there. After them, the fucking police now. Maverick said, could you extract an onion and put it in a spread? Fucking hell, man. Just remember, you've got to explain why you have that. Why would you have a thing of onion juice in it? Tell me. What would be your excuse for the onion juice? Fucking hell. Which book? The Porn Bible. Yes. Fucking hell. Weird one tonight. Matthew said, I could say I bought this for my seasoning. Well, onion liquid. I don't know. Just look, come on, like the stream just for the onion juice. Like the stream just for the onion juice, all right? Hello, Christian. He said, welcome, chat, PC Blanca. Renato said, onion juice is good for constipation. Oddbod said, onion juice is great, good for thickening the gravy. Andy said, evening, Mike. Watched American Sniper, a good film. Like I said, yeah, onion juice would be an interesting cooking ingredient. You know, fucking nuts. Carla said, you could carry a Bowie knife like Mick Dundee and such for shaving. Richard said, have you got the Stop It clip? I have got the Stop It clip. Fucking hell, yeah. Where is it?
Stop it. Get some help.
Fucking nuts, isn't you? Good job I got a good sense of fucking humour and I'm in a good mood tonight. Fucking nutcases. Oh, God. But yes. Hello, Persia. How you doing, mate? You're right. Maybe that's a sane person in an insane world. Just come on, hopefully. Douse it, though. But yeah. Diarrhea in a spray bottle. That put people off. Just shit in your hand and chuck it in the face. I bet someone has actually done that. Fucking hell. Oddbod said, love the display above your head. Thank you, mate. I'm glad you like it. Yes. Carl said, how's the hands? Same as, yeah, no better, mate. No better. I've got an x-ray on 20th of November, so soon. A couple of weeks, I'll have an x-ray. Don't know if it'll help, though. Person not sober and it's a bit iffy as per my sanity. So I'm staying sober tonight. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Mark said, what about Tabasco sauce and spray bottle? The thing is, you could, but it's justifying it. And I know you could say, yeah, it's for, you know, for putting on my food. But I don't know. It's just don't put it in a spray bottle. I don't know. I think it's the putting it in a spray bottle that would make it, you know. Dad said, I always carried a dog spray attack round here. It's rife. It's an epidemic, and it works. Don't matter what dog it is. Nice. Yeah, I've got some now, Jack. I have got some. Carl said, fuck then. Mark said, I've got 3 dogs who fart back enough to ward off anyone. You Richard, you little shitbag. Richard's just found a loophole to get that name on. Attack said, well, you'd be quite literally shitting yourself, so no one could explain where you got the shit from. Bird said, at a guy from work's 30th, just a wee daft, and just full of daft wee coke things. Not interested. Nah, it's weird, isn't it? I've never been interested in that. I have tried it, but I always thought it was total shit. And I just tried it just for the sake of it. You know, just to see what it was like. But yeah, I fuck it's shit. Any drug that you have to take with booze, I can't see the point in it. Just get drunk. Colossal Sword, proper form and technique. How are you? He said they should release murderers. Oh, wait, there to do. Christian said, cannot beat a bright torch straight in the eyes. Yes. That wasn't even directly at the camera either. Mother said, who's Jack? Jack Striker. Don't know, might be. Might be, might not. I don't know. Might be. I'm not saying anything. Like I said, Jack Striker, not seen him in a while. You might have spoke to him a minute ago. Fuck's sake. Sorry, I'm just looking at something. Where am I? Soldier said name changed. Richard said at Persia, Mike mentioned slinging shit. He started it. Dark said, Colossal, riding the line of politics talk there. I'll let you off because it made me laugh. That was quite a good one, wasn't it? Oh, my guts are playing up at the minute. And don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Oddbod said, I like your video on the 7-shooter crossbow. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's a good crossbow. Doesn't jam. It's lovely to shoot that crossbows. Mafia said, do you own any AR-15s in 2.2 in the UK? I don't. I got one in 6mm out there. 6mm plastic BBs. But no, I don't have a firearms license, so I don't have any firearms. People in the UK, have you been out for fireworks night tonight, Guy Fawkes night, bonfire night, whatever you want to call it? I haven't. I had a fire the other day. I had a 20-minute wait for my bus. Is it? Oh, fuck's sake. There's a few fireworks sounded like IEDs, yeah. I think you can shoot. Yeah, you can shoot 303s over here. You can shoot a fucking 50 caliber if you've got a fucking excuse for it. I don't know what you'd have an excuse for that though. So I'll just write this up down. Carl said, no, I'm in Marbella. I've been ripped off for the prices of everything. Oh, fuck's sake, mate. Fuck's sake. The drop said for all those West Highland moose. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Renato said one day is a serious shot and you'll think it's fireworks. Yeah, well, exactly. I'm going to have to do a little bit less talk of the firearm stuff purely because of what happened to Liam recently. He'd been chatting about firearms and they took his live stream down. Colossal said too many paperwork and background checks. That's exactly what I'm going to read now. Yeah. So I gave up, just sticking to my repeating crossbow. You might as well. You might as well. Matthew said someone's found with a Thompson machine gun in the UK. Were they? Bird said, you have obviously never seen a wild, hairy muff haggis. 50 cal might piss it off. Subjects have seen the video on the personal address being searched. Yes, yes. Drop said, how about that local sports team? Go sports ball. Mark said, Mike, maybe use a substitute. I could. I don't know. Yeah. The problem is it starts to make the stream really fucking slow. Because what I have to do, I have to pre-read every comment now before I read them out. And then if it's about that, then I don't read it. So what you're going to have now is long periods of me just sat there reading shit because I have to check it all first now. You know, it's all right. I don't mind it, but just try not to so much. You know, I know it's interesting, but it just there are rules on live streams. The problem is a lot of what people are talking about is like buying and selling that kind of stuff, or not buying and selling it, but it's mentioned in that kind of way. And then that is specifically one of the things you're not allowed to do on a live stream. Oddbod said, do you have samurai swords on your display? Yes, there's that. There's a handle to one there. Look. See it? So if I can get my hand in the right place. Fucking hell. Where do I get there? But I started watching Frankenstein on Netflix. It's pretty. Is that a series or is that a film? Red said, did start another heavy Frankenbow build. This next one should be hitting 370 feet per second and hitting 160 foot-pounds. Fucking hell, Rich. That's loads, isn't it? That's fucking loads. The type said, I'm calling it no more firearms talk. Naughty step currently empty. There's lots of spaces. Yeah, just got to be careful, that's all, because otherwise what will happen is the live stream will get taken off, and sometimes they stop you live streaming for 3 months. So then that'll be it. Everyone will be fucking losing out then. Now, if it's a weapon, why don't you stream on Kick so you can chat about guns without getting banned? Because I'd get nothing out of that, really. My viewers wouldn't be there to watch it. It's all on here, isn't it? There's loads of websites I could upload on, but I'm here to chat with like the regulars, and not the regulars, but my YouTube viewers. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't monetize live streams, so I don't get money out of them. But no, that's all right. Colossal Sword said, do you have an Odachi or Otachi? I don't know. I'm not that into them. And I said, knife with a jaw handle is cool. Penny said, it's a movie, an excellent movie. Do I collect Lego? Drop said, are there any winter prepper meats? I don't think so. Well, no, there probably are. Are these all pellet guns? There's a bit of everything. Pellet guns, CO2 air guns, spring air guns, DX, replicas, BB guns. Yeah, no, it's just firearms. You are not allowed to talk about firearms in relation to them being sold or bought. That's all it is. It's just, you can talk about firearms. Just be careful where it's going, because every single time it's then going on to the lines of being bought and sold, essentially, or something like that. It says specifically you cannot talk about buying or selling guns, basically. And that's what sort of keeps coming up a bit. Anything else? Knives, knuckle dusters, fucking all that shit. That's all fine. Swords. Yeah. Mark said, Mike, is Captain Electro still around? I used to like him. It's fun. I don't know. Because I've not seen him on my channel for like a couple of years now. But I think he was still uploading. Maybe he either wasn't getting my stuff or just stopped watching. Don't know. Yeah, I don't know. He probably changed his name to Uncle Ninja or something like that, didn't he? I thought. Does anyone know? It might have changed his name to Uncle Ninja or something like that. It's actually, talking of knives, the one I sent you a video of earlier was pretty cool. We worked out how it worked way before anyone else did. I tried pushing on it, but must have had it up the wrong way for it to work. Yeah, they found a knife that you push the blade down for it to open, essentially, because it sits sort of flush. Obviously, the next step is a ban on knives. No, that's fine. This is just a thing. What it is, I could sit there and read you the whole thing if you want. I could read you the live stream rules if you want. But Liam had his live stream took down the other day because they was talking about firearms. And if I get a warning, there won't be any live streams for potentially 3 months because I won't be able to appeal it because I would have done exactly what they said. I've always been able to appeal it before because I haven't done what they said. Jack said most of the old YouTubers did their thing and got bored or burnt out. They did their thing and then left the building. That's true. Yeah, definitely, Jack. Definitely. Persia said, I'm not sure I know I'm subbed, but honestly can't remember. Yeah, he changed his name to something like Uncle Ninja or something like that. What's my favourite sword that I own? You can just see it up above that pump action shotgun at the top. There's a sword up there. Oh, I don't know, actually, saying that. Maybe one of the ones I made. That's my favourite one for how much it's worth. But that said, I know, drop fair weather preppers. I think it's because more people are available for summer mix. That said, get your blades out, Mike. We need some knife pond. Give me a second. Actually, why don't you stream Modern Warfare? I don't play it. I don't really play any games now. When Grand Theft Auto fucking 6 comes out. Do I own a Fairbairn Sights Commando knife? I do. I've got a fake one up there, like a piece of shit one, cost about a tenner. And I've potentially got a real one. I think it's real. Most people think it's real. In my dad's display case. Which my dad's display case is something I made after he died to sort of commemorate him. On a crisp blade one, yeah. First, I'm going to clean that up, things. I think it needs a little bit of a clean up. But yes, that's on my list to do if I ever get around it. I'll get a knife out in a minute. I can't be asked to get up. Russell Sword said, I went to the gym yesterday, but my brother had stomach problems and he pays for the membership. So maybe today or tomorrow. Fuck's sake. Well, I'll get The Witcher out. That's within The Witcher was in grabbing distance. So this is a sword I made. I'll speak to Liam about exactly what was said on his live streams, and then I'll let you know next time. Don't know, hang on. Sergio, where's the fucking thing? I don't think this one does it. This one don't do it, Sergio. Well, maybe I might get a little bit out of it for you. Waits, how you doing? You alright? Matata, don't forget to put your pre-orders in for your Spyro DVDs. Yes. Oddboard said, wow, lovely sword. Do you do archery? I'll do a little bit of archery. I made a bow for Metallic once for her birthday. That's basically a half-size Witcher sword. Full tang. Where's the centre of weight on it? Can you see that? About an inch up from the guard. These are reasonably lightweight swords, these are, so the blades are reasonably light. If it didn't have that pommel on, I don't know, maybe further, yeah, maybe close, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I did the leather work on that as well. That said, birthday, Christmases, who knows? I was just happy when I could use it. What's that? Oh, what, your sword, you mean? Jara said I have a Chinese Xi'an with red wood and brass fittings. Nice. Colossal said maximum durability, peened pins. Yes, there you go, look. Yeah, that's all peened over pins. As I said, gonna test my belt sander once the fishing priest sticks are finished. Nice. Drop says sweet. I never think about it when I'm making something, but it's always right there when it needs to be. Except for axes. It's always at the bottom of the head. Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think about it when I do it. Yeah, I don't think about when I do it. I want to get back into making shit, but other than that, it might be a while now. There's the leather work on it. My dad said I need to make 2 axe handles after we broke them, throwing them at the willow truck. Yeah, I don't know where it was, but I saw some pictures of your axes today. I think it's because I was on the Discord looking up them broadheads, and I came across the pictures of your axes, and I had a little bit of a tear in my eye because I broke the handles on them, didn't we? Yeah. Oh. I'm getting up. I just can't fuck get up. Fucking knackered tonight. So no, that up there is called. Sorry, that up there is called a Chinese Type 86S bullpup rifle, or a Norinco Type 86S bullpup rifle. Yeah, I need to get back into level work, but you know, what I might do, I might just leave it till the next year, till the new year, and then don't know if mines ain't better, they're not better. If they ain't better by then, they're not going to get better, are they? The title said, was sad but worth it. It was a lovely day. Shame I slipped the disc after. Yeah, it was a good day. Good night, Rich. Take care, mate. Drop said, Penny's glaive is centered. Didn't think it would be for how heavy it is, but the big ass trailer ball made a difference. Fun part is that the ball is still threaded, so technically you can adjust it. Oh, nice. That's good. That is good. Good night, Rich. Thank you, Oddbody. It's a beautiful knife. Yeah. That's all right, isn't it? I quite like that. I do like a nice Bowie knife. Yeah. That's quite Crocodile Dundee sort of shape, isn't it? I think his doesn't taper down, though. I think his is like straight, whereas this gets thinner at the bottom. That was made from a bill hook. which I think are excellent for making Bowie knives. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Metallic said, how's the flail going dropped? He did a little bit of an update recently, didn't you, Drop? Hotbod said the Bowie knife is practical and tough. It certainly is. Yeah, it certainly is. I need to stop selling them all, though. I make. What it is, I often make knives for myself, and then I enjoy making them. But often, because I make them and design them myself, I'm still to perfect the one that I absolutely love. If that makes sense, I always try different things. So I try different blade shapes, different handle shapes, guards. I've still yet to perfect the one that I've said I'm never getting rid of that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't ever get rid of that one, but at the same time, that's not a carrying Bowie knife. That's a fully working Bowie knife, but I wouldn't carry it with me. You know, I'll use it, sort of thing. So yeah, I'm still yet to come up with the. So in what I'm trying to say is, but because of that, I keep selling them. It's just nice to make them sometimes. You know what you like, and yeah. Oddball said perfection is always never ending. Definitely. Josh is still working on the chains and how they slide. Not getting tangles or anything. Just requires a specific move to get them all to the top. Probably going to put a ring for the crown. That's a good idea. And that's what I was going to say. You won't get rid of no, I'd never get rid of the deer foot knife. But at the same time, that's not a sort of, you know, it's a working knife, but it's not a sort of, you know, I wouldn't take it down the woods and use it because I wouldn't want to fuck it up and get like dirt all over it. Where can you buy one? Well, if I ever have any to sell, I'll do a video and then you just message me and pay on PayPal, basically. I don't put them on any shops because last time they won't let you. Yeah. Drop said projects are fun right until you're done. Sure, it looks great, but the fun part is over. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Drop. I never really thought about that. But oh yeah, often the fun is the making of it. Yeah. Cookie said, be great knife to take to archery. Oddblood said, okay, thank you. I'll get out of prepper shop soon, Cookie. Get us some answers. Oh, Christ. Oh, I'll threaten them with a video. I might get out of Merlin as well soon and say, you know that was me who fucking made you sell out on those fucking Sobex. I got so many people going to their website, I think it fucking shut down. Because for quite a while, even if you Googled Merlin Archery, it was like a bad gateway. I am quite tired, but I'm all right. Drop said, most everything I make is that way, Metallic. I don't think there's anything I've made that doesn't come with instructions. Cookie did, I'm so pissed. I would have bought a Sobek instead, but it's out of stock. Again, don't you blame me. That's 5 people blaming me for them being out of stock. Steve said, hello, Steve. How you doing, mate? You right? Yeah, it's been a while. Jackson, have you still got the Griffin mic? I bet they're worth it. I have. I don't know where it is, though. I think it's in the bottom of I say that because I had to get my BSA Lightning out of that box, my cupboard down there, and it must be in the bottom of that box because it's an air rifle. I must have that locked up, unless it's back in its box somewhere. Because I noticed I had the box down. I reckon I was going to do a review, Jack, and forgot. I have still got the Griffin. That's fucking weird gun that was, wasn't it? Good concept. It was side lever with a magazine, wasn't it? But odd gun that. Yeah, but that would be worth a bit now potentially. Fucking unusual gun, wasn't it? That said, I hear you, Drop. Back in the day, I'd build something and give instructions on how to make it work nicely. Because my favourite knives are Glocks and Natas. Steve said, you've been okay, my friend, and your dear mum and family. My mum's all right. She had been in hospital a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago. But after being in hospital, she was She came out all right. She goes in the hospital. She comes out all right again because they give her oxygen and all that shit. I've got fucked up hands though. Something wrong with my hands, Steer, so I can't really work now. Can't do any level work. She's still smoking yet. Even Tom said, when Tom was around here, he goes, I thought you was giving up smoking. It did make me laugh when he said that. Or he said it to me or something, I don't know. No, yeah, he said it to me, and then in front of her, I said to Tom, or her, I said, Tom said he thought you was giving up smoking. Do you have a dog in the background? So we have got a dog, Monty, but Monty don't usually sleep here. Still got yours, have you, Jack? Yeah, the Griffin. No, weird gun. Yeah, I had the box out the other day. This is what I mean. I don't know why I've got the box out. I could probably show everyone the Griffin quickly. Hang on, because I wouldn't be holding the gun. I'd just hold the box. Fucking cunt. Well, that's a waste of fucking time. Apparently, I took the box back up in the loft. Oh well. Yeah, I thought the box was in the other room. It was out. Dara said you would also need to age. Yeah, you can do that through Royal Mail. You can actually do it. Yeah, I'd have to. I'd do the postage with the age verification. Yeah, I wouldn't sell anyone know if you couldn't prove they was 18 to me first anyway, and then sending them, I'd get the Royal Mail thing. Yeah. Hart said, I spent 2 minutes with your mum, and he mentions the smoking. Yes. John said, babysitting the baby killer. Well, he's here in the day, and then he goes and sleeps down John's. Metallic said, yeah, I'm good, Tar Steve. May have some lung damage from epoxy resin crafts, but have new PPE on the way. Yeah, how you doing, Steve? Anyway, you all right? He said, Mike, I've still been watching your videos when I can. I like the multi-shot Man Kung. Very keen on one, Mike. Would you recommend it? Yeah, definitely would. Yeah, great little crossbow. I've shot it about 150 times without a single misfire. So yeah, for that kind of money, fucking mental. Oddbod said, I'm new to your channel. I've subscribed. Like your content. Thank you, Oddbod. Yeah, thank you. This firearms bollocks. I'll ask the bloke I know about it who had the issue, and I'll see what they was talking about, because I just want to be careful tonight, because it can be a fucking bastard, you know, if you start getting these warnings for shit, you know. So that's not the end of that kind of talk, but I need to check it. Andy, how you doing, mate? You all right? It's better tonight to not bother. But everything else is fine. Yeah, I woke up really early today. I woke up at fucking 7:45. Do I have a May Interceptor? That's very, very, very much out of my price range. How much is the May Interceptor? Let's have a look quickly. How much is the Gay Interceptor? Crossbow. Did you hear what I said then? I'm going to read you what AI said. I said, how much is the Gay Interceptor? So it said, the term Gay Interceptor is not a standard name for a vehicle or product. You might be referring to a Jensen Interceptor car. How much is the May Interceptor crossbow? €600. What's that in pounds? 600 quid. 600 quid. I ain't got 600 quid. But it does look good. It does look good. Renato said the Gay Interceptor is 600 or 500 quid. Oddbod said, "You say to buy that Mancan crossbow from Merlin Archery." Well, Merlin Archery, I've made them sell out of them, so you're gonna have to wait now till January or buy it from somewhere else. The easiest thing to do is just go on eBay, not fucking eBay, go on Google and just put in Sobek crossbow or Alligator Plus multi-shot crossbow and find websites that sell it. But I said no crossbows worth 600 quid. But I said I have it and I love it. The doc said, "Is that what they call cock blocking at a gay bar? Like the gay interceptor?" Fuck's sake. Maybe. I thought that's the bloke who waits at the fucking the gory hole. That's the gay interceptor. He's intercepting the cocks as they come through. Oh god. No homophobia here. I don't, I couldn't give a shit. I've seen it for other places for 119 quid. I want the Sobek. Yeah. It's probably worth that much, to be honest, when you consider the fucking Stinger is like 300 quid, and the Stinger's no better than that. Yeah. Renato said in Russia, they already have an electric repeating crossbow. Have you seen? I haven't. All I know, there's a bloke called... All right, someone in the comments write Duckman crossbows, and I'll show you the old bloke who made automatic crossbows. I won't tell you when. We'll have a little guessing game in a minute, but I need someone to write it down so I can copy and paste it without having to get up because I don't have a keyboard near me. Just write Duckman crossbow. That's what you need to write. Metallic said, "Thank you, Drop." When that comes up, I'll copy and paste it. Yeah, I just need to copy and paste it, that's all. I can't, fuck's sake. Oh, well, that's that fucking done now. Because I can't, it won't let me do it. Ah, fuck's sake. Anyway, go and look up Duckman crossbows. He was making automatic crossbows 13 years ago. Good night, Jack. Take care, mate. It's always nice having you on. It was a little bit stressful for a bit there, but yeah. Take care, mate. Yeah, I was going to show you on the fucking screen. Good night, Jack. Take care, mate. Yeah, I don't know how I could copy and paste it. What's that doing? Nah, I can't do it. Just look up Duckman crossbows. Renato said there's a guy on YouTube, a semi-auto electric crossbow, name of Capuzzo. Colossal said, "I've shot over 1,000 rounds through it, so the string is messed up. I need to order a new string. Better get a new limb." But yeah, don't get me wrong, the May Interceptor looks amazing, and if you've got the money for it, yeah, get it. Because this is the thing with a lot of people don't realise is the only magazine crossbow I've ever bought myself is that Sobek. And do you know why that is? Because the only one I could ever afford. I can't afford them. The only reason I've got an adder and a Vlad is because I think mother paid, your mother, he either paid for one of them and paid for like 3/4 of another one. Yeah, because I can't afford that kind of money. By the way, don't forget to like the stream. There's 31 people watching. That said, I worried if people start buying electric bows, the law might change. Well, yeah, maybe. Why do some crossbows cost over £3,000? Are they worth? I wouldn't say so. The thing is, what you can do with £150, as in quid crossbow, you can do the same as a fucking £3,000 one, really. Andy said they still have the Mankang Sobek at Outdoor Hobbies for 99 quid. Yeah, get one, mate, get one. Have I watched Todd's Workshop YouTube channel? Yes, I have. Can you see the AR-15 there? Just above that is a little stiletto dagger. Can you see it? Little thin thing. Looks like a little sword. That's one of Todd Cutler's things. Colossal said there was this one badass crossbow maker who used wood stock. There are some very interesting crossbows that people have made. Bear White, how you doing? Yeah, have you seen old Duckman? I'll show you on my phone. Let's get it on my phone, sod it. I forget I've got a phone. Let me show you. Duckman crossbow. Videos. Oh, for fuck's sake. But as I say, the most interesting thing about that is when he put them on there. And it was fucking 16 years ago, not 13 years ago. Can't see it under there, but that says 16 years. Oh, fucking, I made my shoulder out, didn't it? Yeah, 16 years ago he was doing it. Probably not even alive now. Yeah, you've seen that video, haven't you? Attack. Fucking guts are hurting today. Oddbotter, thank you. Great sword from Todd. Yeah, Todd's good. Todd had some good stuff. Doesn't Mike's face on every website that sells the soda back. Yeah, buy them quick before I do. Well, I want to get a second one. I do. I want to buy a second one. But it's a lovely blade, that one. Dad said, how's the top cushion working out for you, Mike? More comfortable now, or your speakers working in it? The speakers came out very quiet, but so I put some speakers in here. There's a speaker here and a speaker here to go with these two at the top. Because I'm deaf, that's why them speakers are there, because that's where I sit when I watch the telly. So I can have the speakers right behind my ears, but loud enough that I can hear it perfectly. But if you get up and stand over there, you can't really hear it. Because otherwise I'd wake people up at night. So yeah, I did actually mount some speakers. There's one there and one there. Taken out of an old telly, but they're not very loud. But they do work. These work better though. But yeah. Yeah, no, it's very comfortable, my queen. Yeah, I like the head bit. That's much better. Joe said, you really want an armory full of the crossbows? Oh, I've got 22, so I might as well have 23. I think I've got 22 crossbows. Bearwire said, I hunt whitetail deer with my crossbow. Nice one, nice one. Yeah, how you been, Bearwire, anyway? Been good? Tarek said, can we big up Riot Women? And Penny, can you get BBC iPlayer over there? I think you would appreciate it. But only 380. What crossbows? Only 380 to go. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I'll beat you to it, but yes. Yeah, Riot Women's pretty good. I haven't finished it yet, but yeah, that's good. Colossal said, if someone had 4 arms, could they dual wield crossbows? Gloria from Mortal Kombat or Spider-Man? Oh, they'd be quad dueling, wouldn't they? They wouldn't be dual wielding, they would be quad. Or do you mean, yeah, I'll keep cock? Yeah, okay, yeah. Actually, yeah, because you wouldn't do 4 because you'd have to keep putting 2 down to cock it. You know what oddbod? Maybe it might do. Joel said, you need to get as bad as Brandon Herrera Gunbroker buying addiction. Well, if my channel keeps carrying on at the rate it is, I might be able to be the English version of that. Because I might be able to afford the fucking things. Because I don't, this is my job. I don't earn a lot through YouTube. I was making most of my money through making knives. Now I can't do that. So I am down to donations and advert money. And at the minute, yeah, it's all right. But how long that's going to last, I do not know. Berger said, and adopt at least 2 orphans because you need to save their mother from a fire. Go on, become a hero. I will do. I will do. Yeah, no paperwork either. I'll just adopt them. You know, literally be. I'm. You know, these kids are coming home with me. That sounds wrong. But yeah. How you doing, Pete? Did I say hello? I'd buy a knife from you. And do you know what? I'd sell you one, but I can't make them. So it's a £2 a month of starving weapon credit. Yes, do it. But by the way, don't forget you can donate to the channel if you want to. Right? Don't matter if you don't. But well, it does matter if you don't. You know, I'm gonna starve to death here. But if you do want to, there's a link in the description, and I think Nightbot will put the link on as well in a second. Here's a little 30-second video to show you how to donate if you want to, and I'll come back. Don't forget you can become a member of the channel as well if you want. So then you can donate like £2 a month for the foreseeable future, and that helps. But that's just kidnapping with extra steps. See, now you've said that, I've started to wonder if he set the fires himself. Yeah, I might unblock him soon just so he can come back on to listen to his bullshit. Sanctum, how much are you paying your mod staff? Minimum wage is £11 an hour, right? I don't get paid fucking £11 an hour myself, you bastard. The moderators get the privilege of having a fucking red spanner, black fucking hell. The moderators get the privilege of having a blue spanner next to their name. That's it. That's it. Colossus said, I missed the old days when YouTube wasn't a car and nanny. Well, exactly. The drop said, steal old people. It's easier than you think. And you get a new grandparent whenever an old one dies. Yes, good idea. Hopefully they leave me some money. Andy said, £2 a month water supply. £2 a month can supply water to a full village in Africa. First, I'd do it for the love of the king. Well, there you go. Yes, Persia gets paid. Persia gets paid in the fucking meme factory that I am. Okay. That's how Persia gets paid. Yeah. Yeah, Persia gets paid in a very different way than everyone else. And he's happy with that. No complaining from Persia. He's not asking for his handouts. You know what, Saint? I'm fucking glad you're not a bloody mod. I'd hear it every week, wouldn't I? Asking for fucking payment, and then he'd be asking for a fucking raise. Yeah. I'm going to remember this, Saint. I'm going to fucking remember this. You ever asked to be a fucking mod? Where am I? Dot said red, then black, and finally landed on blue. I could very open-minded. It doesn't see colour. Apparently I don't. Oh, God, yes. Memes for the meme god. Exactly. Yeah, I know how to supply. Daryl said, getting paid in Sobet bottles. Now that I'd be happy with. If I was getting paid in Sobet bottles, I'd be well happy. Yeah, that'd be fucking amazing. I'd be emailing you all the time. I know. Every time I go on WhatsApp, it'd be another, not WhatsApp, like Instagram, it'd be another message from you. God said, I get paid in scrap metal. There you go. See what I mean? They all get paid in some way or another. Yeah. Hello, Dolly. He said red before black. Cannibal Corpse. How you doing, Dolly? Pete said, please, boss, please. I need more money for my family. Peach gets paid by I let him tag me in things. I'll just say things on Twitter. Andy said, all hail the corpse grinder. Metallic said, I haven't heard mention of Cannibal Corpse in years. Nice. Giveaways. There you go. I know what you're doing, Peter. All right. That's why I don't even mention it. Giveaways. We won't tell them what these giveaways are for, though, shall we? Well, you could do if you want. I know you're not. I know you're not shy, Peach, but, yeah, and neither am I. But yeah. But no, that's why I don't even mention it, Peach. I know exactly what they're for. Drop says Peach gives us free OnlyFans on Discord. Yes, yes. And he said, Dolly 666. We have something in common then. Both love CC. As long as you don't love CCC. Saint said, hopefully you're making some dollar off the monetization. I am getting a bit now. I'm getting a bit. Right now, it's actually all right. It's pretty good. But that's because the channel lately, it's 23, by the way, is the time. Persia, did you hear about me watching The Omen? Yeah, you saw it, didn't you? My channel stats, right, is up mass. I showed you this anyway, didn't I, the other day? So that is, if you look at all of them, they're all massively up. Look at that line, how it was right down the bottom. Again on that, right down the bottom. That one had a couple of peaks. And that is down to that, partly down to that Sobek crossbow and self-defense videos. Tactical, he said he's making enough to cover his OnlyFans addiction. Do you know what? That's one of the only things I've never done. I've been tempted a couple of times, but I have never, ever paid for OnlyFans. Ever yet. Yet. Been tempted, though, a couple of times. So I said, wait, so if me watching you makes you money, aren't I and everyone else technically a boss? Maybe so. Thank you, Colossal Sword, proper form and technique. I really appreciate that. And that's a great way to get your comment read out. Oh, I'll read them all out anyway. What's your best chopper, knife, dagger, machete against wood? My best dagger would be the Fairbairn Sykes knife I've got. Chopper, I don't know. What did I use last time I was splitting some wood? Because obviously, if I'm splitting wood, it's got to be something solid. See, this is a bit, the handle on this, isn't big enough. That's made me question that now. I'm not sure. Because a lot of my big knives aren't out. Hang on. Here's one I haven't shown lately, though. Tell me when you want me to stop. So this would be quite a good chopper. There you go. Stu sent me that. What was the other comments? I can't show you my... So my dagger would probably be my Fairbairn Sykes. Addicted to drinking Baldelphine bathwater. Who isn't? Who isn't? Drop said could be worse. It could be buying farts in the jar. Oh, I supply farts in the jar. I've been holding one in all right. Slurping up the dregs. Parang is better for chopping wood, swirling it around and spitting it out. Cold steel, all-terrain chopper. Is that what that one's called? Yeah. Stu, give me that. What was I going to say? Colossal, thank you for that donation. I really do appreciate that, mate. Here's a little clip It's people like you who make this true.
That's the funnest place to be.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, big old handle on it. Okay, now double-handed. Yeah, fucking massive. Look how big it is. Favourite chopper has to be Chopper Reed. Yes, exactly. Tactical. Like so. It would, wouldn't it? Purge, it would make a good fashion. Andy said, "Oh, Chopper. Who's Chopper Harris? I recognise that name, but I can't think who it is off the top of my head. Who's Chopper Harris? I don't remember who that is. I recognise that name. I do recognise that name." The Drop said, "My favourite Chopper is that from Robert Redford movie." Don't know that one. Saint said, "You'd fare well with that tactical to chop your way through all those ancient pubes." Yes. Yes. That's just a massive lawnmower blade. Yeah, Chopper Harris. I recognise that name, but I can't think who it is. That's a footballer. Or is it someone else? I don't know. Anyway, I recognise that name. Oh, okay, Andy. Yeah, cheers, mate. Person, never mind them. Never mind them. Have you heard of Ronnie Pickering? Yes. No, I haven't heard of him. If you admit that you've heard of him, that means he was fucking right, doesn't it? Bomber Harris. Yeah, that's another one that I recognise. Chopper, though, Chopper Reed. That's Mark Brandon Reed, and that's his full name, isn't it? Chopper. Yeah, I've got one of his books and and the film up there. Here's a little bit of trivia, though. Did you know that Chopper wrote a children's book? And if you knew that Chopper wrote a children's book, do you know what the main character of it was? See if you can write it in the comments without getting in trouble. You should be able to write it. It's not that offensive, but it was deemed offensive, and I don't think they would let him. A lot of places wouldn't let him. They wouldn't read it to kids anyway. But that said, I never got a response from Penny. Can you get iPlayer? So in America, can you get iPlayer? Not Enid. Well, I don't know. I said, as Adam Akbar said, it's a trap. Yes. Not Enid Blyton offensive, just little guy from the jam jar. No, so Chopper had a kid's book, and the main character was called, I think it was called Hooky the Cripple. Yes, Hooky the Cripple. Let's just look up. Who wrote the book about Hooky the Cripple? Mark Brandon Reed wrote a book called Hooky the Cripple, published in 2002. It's a dark fairy tale for, well, that says it's a dark tale for adults. He said it was a fucking children's book. Would you like to see the cover of Hooky the Cripple? Here's Chopper's book for children. A grim tale of a hunchback who triumphs. Thing is, though, Chopper says, see, Chopper was one of those sort of hard men who came from basically being bullied, and he fucking had enough and just started, and it made him hard, and then he started battering his bullies and sort of never fucking stopped, essentially. Do you know what I mean? he weren't a wannabe. He grew up in, being battered by other people, and then that strengthened him up, made him stronger, and then he started handing it out to them, and then that became sort of his life. So you can understand why he would do a sort of underdog cripple sort of book. I like Chopper. I think he's great. What, Saint? I'm going to read that out, but just know you didn't fool me. But before I read that out, have you heard about the new Ligma? Someone tried that on me last night. He said, "What about Drew Peacock?" I actually know someone. No, so I know someone who's called Chris Peacock. That's their real fucking name. I think Chris Peacock is worse than Drew Peacock. Yeah, Chris Peacock. Imagine that. Oddbod said, "Think I've been blocked." No, you're okay. I can still see you. Good night, Oddbod. War starting level of offensiveness. The doctor said, "Not exactly Mr. Current Affairs, are you? Mad Fist went mad and the gun shot himself." So that went over my head. Matata laughing my ass if that made me laugh really loud. 2002, no excuse for that. Oh, Hooky the Cripple. But although when my sister became a teacher, I made her order some things from her recommended reading for +5 called "The Night Dad Went to Jail." Fuck's sake. Shouldn't it have been called Hooky Became a Cripple? I don't know. Saint said, "Fuck, I even Googled it." Dad said, "I never would have guessed you like Chopper. Look at them sideys." Just need all the tattoos now. Not to be obligated. God, looks cool. Metallic said, "Never Google something mentioned in the chat. I learned that early on." She did. Can't remember what it was, but you did. You learned that mistake early on, didn't you? Drop said, "I knew a guy named Richard Head. Legit shook my hand, and he said, but most people call me Dick." Fuck's sake. Yeah. Chris Peacock. Don't forget to like the stream. Was it Blue Waffle? I don't know why, but Blue Waffle came up yesterday. Well, we've stood out in the garden. Yesterday or the day before. Yeah, Thursday. Malcolm started having a joke with Rinny saying, "Go and look up Blue Waffle," and all this shit. Saint said, "Did they receive a ban for offending Ryan's Metallic?" I can't remember. I can't remember what it was now. That was funny as fuck, though. And I even warned her not to look it up. I'm sure I did. I said, "Don't do it." By the way, no one has been banned tonight, so if I haven't been reading the comments, it's just I missed a few. That was all. P.I. Staker. That works reading it, but not in your head. Don't sort of work. I don't know. Reading out loud doesn't work. Colossal said, "Where I work at, my co-workers only know I can do karate kicks. They don't know of my super strength swinging my colossal sword in case dinosaurs and dragons come back." The target said, "You told me not to look it up after I'd looked it up." Fuck's sake. Yes. Well, not my fault. Not my fault then. That was your fault. Yeah. I need to get a copy of I shouldn't keep saying it, should I? Hooky the Cripple. The thing is, I'm just saying the name of the book. Yeah, Hooky the Cripple. I think Hooky goes around killing all his bullies. Person, welcome to Penn Island, people. Try harder. I know. Metallic said, "Pretty sure it was from a Peach comment. I'll never look up anything Peach says again." The pen is mightier, yes. The penis mightier. Tennessee log jammer. You need to research this. Shut up, Gyro. Don't you start. Oh, fuck it, that ain't gonna fall on me. Is it? Is it gonna fall on me? I take it. I imagine that's probably a turd. The 2 Girls, 1 Cup was the worst I've fallen for. I've watched most of them voluntarily. As soon as I heard, don't watch these things, yeah, I'll go and look for it. Yeah. I saw One Man, One Fucking Jar voluntarily, and then I read the interview with him about it afterwards. And the most interesting thing about One Man, One Jar is he did that on purpose. That was not an accident that it broke. He broke that on purpose, which makes it fucking worse, I think. That's what said the pen got wrecked. Jock said, scat play. Can we just send those people adrift on a raft? Saint said there are some things you can keep privately, Mike. Just saying. Oh, God. Digital footprint in mental. Probably is. Not anymore. I don't bother anymore. I've got no interest in that kind of stuff anymore. But, you know, the early days of the internet to me, you know, I was just enjoying what you could get hold of for a while. So. It was just curiosity. Just curiosity. That said, where I come from, there was a 999 call from a man and a milk bottle back when they were made of glass. Fuck's sake, yeah. Yeah. I had no interest in that since I got baptized. Did you get baptized to cure your addiction? Was it? I used to watch most of it on eFucked, but eFucked don't work now, I don't think. Yeah. Did you get baptized to cure your addiction, Tactical? And did it work? I found these today, metallic. Got these out of an old pair of shoes that I was getting rid of. Might put them in my boots. Hello, Ben. How you doing? You right? Yeah, nice memory foam. So, yeah, I think the ones in my boots are starting to go now. So, anyway, what's everyone up to tomorrow? Going online, searching some mad shit, are you? I might. I might have a little reminisce and look up all the classics. Here's a question for you. How many spins did you get on Meat Spin? So when we used to go on the PlayStation 3 and chat to each other on camera, I did get someone to go on Meat Spin while they was on camera. And I've never seen someone so fucking shocked in my fucking life. It was fucking amazing and hilarious. Yeah, it was like perfect fucking thing. And they're scrabbling about to try and fucking turn it off as quick as they could. Yeah, it was like perfect fucking, you know, what you'd want. And another bloke sat there for like 5 minutes watching it. Got about 150 spins. Saint said, I remember seeing a news post from an old man who slipped and fell on a live anti-tank show. Must have been awkward. Yeah, they all slip and fall, don't they? You're doing housework, are you, Peugeot? It was my sister's birthday today, so we're going to go out for a meal tomorrow. Tactical said, well, we're looking inch taller with them in your boots. Dad had got lots of people coming around to pick up stuff from earlier. Oh, yeah, you have, haven't you? Yeah. Yes, I think what I'll do tomorrow is going out for dinner in the evening. So in the day, I might put a video on of the Sobek and the Mantis just for people to compare them. Yeah, they don't like it up, and I think they do, apparently, Andy. Apparently they do like it up, and they just don't like getting caught. Pete said, one of my college friends used to put it full screen on the glass monitor when anyone left their PC for 5 seconds. What Meat Spin? Yeah, fucking hell. It was amazing reaction. But Tarek said, I'm waiting for my daughter to announce someone who's done something similar at work, saying he's a radiographer. Luke said, is the safety removable from the man Kung? I'm not sure, but give me a couple of days and I'll look into that. In fact, I'll write that down. Pardon me. Because you might just be able to glue two little arms on the side to push it forward. So I'll look into that, mate, or removing it or all that, yeah. Or you might be able to drill it out and all stuff like that. Tomo, how you doing? Yeah, I've been live for a few hours. How you doing, Tomo? Saint said, would you ever consider spray painting any of your crossbows to camo them? I feel like that would make a popular video. Potentially. The only thing is, I'm shit at spraying things. Every time I've ever sprayed something, it's always come off. So I've never sprayed a single thing that the paint stayed on ever. I know I could actually do it properly and undercoat it and all that first, prime it, but you may be saying, I'll look into that. Luke said, are there extra size magazines? No, that's the only one for that. Thomas said, I'm begging my wife for it as we speak. Yes. Tomo's wife, if you can hear this, let him have that crossbow. He loves you anyway, but he'll love you even more if you let him have that crossbow. And maybe he'll perform husbandly duties that he doesn't always do if you do. Oh, God. Philip said he's just had another poo. Good for you. Was it a big one? Did you measure it? Saint said, Metallic, I bet she sees some wild shit. Oh, yeah, daughter, yeah. Yeah, hydro dip may work. And I said, these crossbows are all made by the same people, but sold in different names. And I said, cream and black with a bunch of leaves makes good camo. I've done it before, but can use netting too. Yeah, I have done camo. I can't remember what I did camo on, but I have done, if it's like painting it on wood, I can do that. But every time I've ever tried to spray stuff, it never stays on there. Tommy said, yes, you agreed. Nice one. Congratulations. Both of you. Both of you. Congratulations. Oh, God. The drop said, any day you get shit is a good day. Luke said, would you buy the Vlad or the Mankung? Right. If I had the money, well, I'd buy the Mankung because it's so much cheaper. Now, don't get me wrong, the Vlad's all right, but the Vlad's very expensive, and I've had misfires with the Vlad. They had a single misfire on that bloody. I'd get the Mankung because it's so cheap, and then if you like it a lot, maybe get the Vlad. But I think you'll get the Vlad, and then you think to yourself, actually, I still prefer the fucking Mankung. Philip said, do vegan women give blowjobs? I'd assume so. I don't know, though. Metallic says she had a degloved hand a couple of months ago, saying she used to be a bit squeamish. The job has cured her of that. Jairel said, is it your guts? No, is it my guts or yours? It's mine. It's my guts you can hear. Yeah. Jonathan, Mankung is what it was thinking of. But I'm beginning. Yeah, the Mankung Sobek, or also known as the Mankung Alligator Plus multi-shot. How do you reload it if you dual wield? Well, that's the thing. You don't. Yeah, you can't. You have to put one down. You know, so the arrows don't reposition on the rail, and it seems more viable and different system. Yes. I said, okay, just checking. I was hoping it was me. My guts are going mad at the minute. Someone said vegetarians do, mate. WC, I've had misfires before. I just find it. Hang on. It's just I find you very attractive. Don't you start that? He fucking threatened me with a bumming a couple of weeks ago. we got photographic evidence of that as well, Tactical. So. Metallic said, I can deal with my injuries, Saint, but if anyone else is bleeding profusely, it freaks me out. Thomas said, we all misfire once in a while. No, that was you talking. Fucking liar. You lying bastard. Don't let me. I'll get the fucking evidence up. I'll get the evidence. Someone go on Discord and copy and paste the message and put it on to shame him. Thank you, Tomo. Don't forget to like the stream as well while you're here. Gyro said I was here. Yeah, you saw it, didn't you, Gyro? You fucking call him out, mate. Call him out for what he is. Call him out. Pete said we have chest cam of the bumming. No, there was no bumming. No bumming happened. Fucking hell. Oh, God. Gyro, you don't fucking accuse me of doing it. Oh, God. Better than Mike, I thought I made your whole week. Someone did. That crossbow made my whole week. Oh, God. I know what I'm doing. Tactical didn't know about the misfires. I have my hands up to about the greased up mic. Hey, dick. Oh, no, yeah. The misfire bit, that was me. 100%, yes. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. And don't forget, if you ever want to put a donation in to help the channel, please do, because it does help me out massively. There's a link in the description and in the chat. And then you can leave me a message if you want. People used to donate £2 just to make me read weird shit out. Feel free to do that if you want. Nightbot should put the link on in a minute. If it doesn't, it's in the description. Tommy said, the way the UK is going, I think we'll need to think about home safety. Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. Right, here's a little video showing you how to donate if you want to, because often people say to me, I don't know how. But the link is in the description and in the chat. Metallic has a little dance about when we're when the ads are on. Metallic, if you wondered why I stopped dancing at one point, it was I was ripping out a massive fart. You wouldn't have heard it there. Drop said, you hear it here, folks. £60 to make my whole week. Yeah, don't take a lot. Don't cost a lot. Yeah, I'm quite cheap. Luke said it's £70 to ship to my country. I'm still buying. Get it, mate. Get it. That I assumed it was, and no one saw when the camera kicked back in. No, it's I'm going to have to do it on camera. Silent. Thomas said, I'm lucky my son is 4 times Waco kickboxing champion, so I'll send him out. Good idea. I said, yeah, for the UK at the moment, maintain a healthy stock of ammunition for any projectile weapon you own and stuff to support your tools. Exactly, mate. Yes. Oh, Christ. How about dingleberry? No dingleberries on me. My anus is as clean as they come. Tactical said, you may find a Malteser in your pants. Actually, I shat myself the other day farting. So, yeah, I shouldn't risk it. If I suddenly stop the stream or start playing like really long clips, that's what's happened. It probably won't be a Malteser, though. Tactical's new name. Oh, Christ. So, talking of stuff to support your tools, I made a bit for my lathe fit. Yes, you did. Yeah, oh yeah. So the lathe bit that we were talking about, you remember we were talking about the lathe part for Metallic's lathe, and I was getting the bearing to go in it. Well, I bought the bearing. We'd measured it all up. I put it into the bit using a vise, sent it her, and then it didn't fit on the end, did it? So I suggested to Metallic to put a bit of marker pen over the end of the bit that it fits in and keep filing it off until you got rid of the ink, just so you knew it was going nicely round. And then she's managed to file that down so it fits on now. Now it's back working. Yes, everything's back working now. Dropped, yeah, the bearing worked. It just didn't quite fit, but now it does fit. So the streamer will go with the bearing, yes. That's a dingleberry. I've been called worse. Got called Uncle Fester last night. Actually. Hello, Ringo. How are you? Oh, thank you, Ringo. Been a while. Ringo said, "Are those real?"
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
That's the question. Darren said, I have 2 fishing proof sticks that need finishing so I can fit at the end. Ringo, they are. So what I have up there are. There's no firearms up there because firearms in the UK would need to be locked up, but I don't have any firearms anyway. So everything up there are either replicas, BB guns, airsoft, DX, and stuff like that. Gerald said, "Are those real?" No, implants. It's a hologram. Ringers at last, you'll be dead. Oh, God. Anyone in America, fuck it, I'll just ask AI Metallic, can you get BBC iPlayer in America? You can't officially get BBC iPlayer. What was the program? Can you watch Riot Women in America? Yes, you can. You can watch it on BritBox service. So BritBox. Have you got BritBox dropped? Have you got BritBox? Says you can watch it on BritBox. Saint said, I hate AI. Meanwhile, Mike uses AI every stream. It's fuck. I like using it to see how shit it is. That's what I like to do. And because I'm a lazy bastard when I'm on the streams. But I like seeing how shit it is. Let's ask it a question, shall we? How many fucking hell? Okay, let's see what that says. I'm unable to answer your request as to input how many stop fucking hell is incomplete and contains inappropriate language. Fuck you. Right, let me try that again. How many subscribers does WeaponCollector have on YouTube? He's actually getting it right now. He used to say 234,000. WeaponCollector channel has approximately 49,600 subscribers. Yeah, nearly right. Fuck off. I was going to say something that changed my mind. I did not like that response. It's just literally just saying fuck off and doing nothing. To respond to the previous response, you can state your feelings directly or provide specific feedback. For example, you can say, I didn't like that response because it was X. Someone showed me, our friend Richard, not Richard Weaponsmith, but the other Richard, showed me a video of a fucking robot AI type thing that walks like it's real, and in the comment was like, "Oh, it's not long yet." And I pointed out, you know, who knows the reason why I'm not scared of AI or any of that kind of shit? 2 reasons, but there is a main reason. There's a main reason. Even this one couldn't do it. Metallic said, thanks, dropped. Dropped said, I'll get her to do it, free trial. Saint said, ask it who owns the WC channel, see if it knows. We know your subs end in 666. Hands. So this fucking amazing robot that can walk like it's real doesn't have any fucking hands. I'm not scared of that. You can walk as sexy as you want. With your robot ass wiggling in my face. Don't give a shit, mate. You ain't got hands. What you gonna do? That's fucking trying to stump me to death. And even AI can't draw hands. That's like it's dead giveaway every time. Dead giveaway every time. All right, let's get it, the AI out. Can you draw me a picture of some hands? Fuck you then. It said no. But they go, I was right. I was right. It said no. Can't fist me. Robot's got no fist. Exactly. Saint said don't need hands when it's quick connects to katanas nooses. But the thing is that it's the giveaway. I'm not gonna fall for it. Dead giveaway. I'm not gonna fall for no robot that's got fucking katana hands. Andy said agree, Mike. If AI can't even draw hands correctly, how is it clever enough to take over the world? Exactly, and thank you, Andy. Thank you, yes. In fact, I respect that comment so much, Andy. I'm going to put it on the screen because you are 100% right, mate. Exactly. Who's scared of AI that can't even draw a hand? Piece of shite, isn't it? Thank you, Andy. It's good to know someone has the same correct opinion as I do. But true, though, isn't it? If I can't draw a fucking hand, you know, fuck that shit. Where are I? There was a diss AI, no hands, but loves to film Crash. Virgil said October the 8th. Hang on. Oh, fuck. I just forgot. Something important was supposed to happen on the 2nd of November. Did it happen or not? Did anything important happen on November the 2nd? Virgil said October the 8th, 2025, AI became aware. Yeah, but still shit. What did it become aware of? That it's stuck in a computer. It's probably having a meltdown now, crying. Fucking self. I'll bet it. Imagine when AI becomes self-aware and realizes there ain't no fucking silicone heaven. Yeah. Fuck, mate. What a depressing life to lead. Do these AI even have fucking heuristic learning abilities? Who knows? Saint said, listen, I always say please and thank you to AI. You're gonna remember me in the future. You're not a fuck now. I do what I often do say please and thank you if it works. But you know, yeah, Silicone Heaven and Persia's comment is a Red Dwarf joke. It certainly is, yes. Yeah, Red Dwarf's great. I love Red Dwarf. Andy Nyson, very true. Even AI and Google has a disclaimer. Some answers may be incorrect. I've asked the fucking AI stuff, and they're fucking shit. Absolute shit sometimes. Brent said the please always helps. But no, I do say please and thank you to the they reckon though. They reckon if you say please and thank you to AI, it confuses it. Or it does something. I can't remember what it was, but there's. Is it true that if I say please and thank you to AI after it does something, it confuses it?
According to LinkedIn, the throwing in a please or thank you to these technologies might not be as silly as it seems. It could actually make them work better, sharpen our own people's skills, and maybe even nudge AI development in a more ethical direction.
Not what you fucking told me last time, you fucker. Fuck AI showing me up again. Can't be trusted. Cannot be trusted. Tomo said BBC iPlayer every episode. Just finished watching it once. I've actually got them all on DVD. I like it so much, Tomo. That's why I've never used AI. I can find my own gifts. Thank you very much. It says since my epoxy worries, I keep getting suggested on YouTube for epoxy safety and horror stories. Bit bloody late. Oh god. But yes, it's good to know, Tomo, that it is on iPlayer because other people can watch it. Yeah, I bought them all on DVD. Saint said multi-billion trillion dollar artificial intelligence weapon collector. It's fucking shit. It is. Keeps showing me up every time. Showing me up. Daryl says series 1 to 8 box set. Yes. Well, no, I don't have the box set. I bought them as they came out. Do you know there's 13 series of Red Dwarf now? Yeah, there's 13. Yeah. So it got to series 9 on BBC, and then series 10 was on Dave, and that was the comeback, and that was like 3 episodes. Yeah, I bought them all separately. Yeah, I've got them all up there. Yeah, I love a bit of Red Dwarf. I used to have Red Dwarf t-shirts. Thomas said, best place to hide your porn. Why would never open your Red Dwarf DVDs? Yes, that's a good idea. Yeah. Hank said, gonna rewatch Trailer Park Boys, might start off. Yeah, I love Trailer Park Boys. That's one of my favourite things, that is. I'll tell you what I found recently, Saint, you might be interested in. Now, I don't know what it's about, but I saw something recently called Little Dale. And it's got Jonathan Torrens in, who plays J-Rock. And he's basically playing J-Rock in it. But I don't know if he is supposed to be J-Rock, but he's basically playing J-Rock in it, in this thing. Yeah. And it's filmed like the Trailer Park Boys, like it's a film crew. I don't know if it'd be any good, but I might look into that. Yeah, Little Dale, it's called. Sunnyvale, Little Dale, you know, all the connections are there by the looks of it. Yeah, Little Dale. Yeah, you know, you can understand what I'm saying, can't you? Yeah. I found out about it the other day. That's it, Gyro. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 9. Oh, sorry, 9 was the one that was on Dave. Then was it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then 10 was the new series, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right. You are right. Yeah. Thomas said, "I love the old school stuff. Porridge, Jenny Falls and Horses on the buses. Nah, they're not sad. That shit's great. That's great. That's fucking amazing. I love all that stuff. It's all good. It's all good. Just as well you're not married to me, Tomo. It says, oh God, on the buses. May as well have said carry on. Porridge is all right. Only for the nurses. On the buses, you know, you're showing your age a bit there. Background TV was worth watching. What was I going to check? Is J-Rock in the TV series Little Dale? It got the wrong J-Rock. So, the series Little Dale, which premiered on August 2025, stars Gina Cook, Leon Parsons, and Jonathan Torrens. A Reddit discussion mentioned that Jonathan Torrens' character is similar to J-Rock from Trailer Park Boys. Yeah. But he's playing a very similar... He was even saying, you know, no, I mean, and shit like that. Yeah. I don't know. It might be worth checking out. Matat said Game On is the only thing I rate with game in the title. Keeping up appearances, fuck's sake. Well, you're younger than me, Tomo. You're younger than me. Yeah, I like all the old classics. Those said Vids, the Adam and Joe show, let the blood run free, TV at its finest. Yeah, 100%, mate, 100%. Yeah, I used to love a bit of Adam and Joe. They're probably a bit of an influence on Spyro Files, probably, and the things they used to show. And all of that, Vids, all of them have influences on the things I do when it comes to things like the Spyro Files and that. They definitely do. Metallic said 40, Tomo. Sure you haven't got dementia and you're actually 80. Fuck's sake. Tomo said you're only as old as the woman you feel. My wife is 35, so all good. Fuck's sake. Jarrell said, keeping up appearances. Yeah, she died 3 or 4 weeks ago at the age like 96. Yeah. What was her name? Patricia. I can't remember her fucking name now. Everyone calm down, Jim will fix it. Saint said, you look like the type of guy that would like a bit of the workshop on Skybox Mike. The workshop, that's the thing is the workshop, the one where they're fixing things and then people cry at the end. See, I don't mind that. Apart from I don't like all the sort of fucking crying shit. I quite like watching them fix things, but the bit, you know, I don't need the other shit. Oh, this is my great granddad who died, you know, fighting 15 elephants with a spoon. Can you fix it? Yeah. Patricia Routledge, thank you. The Scrap Heap Challenge was good. Yeah. Well, that's where, you know, Todd Cutler, that's where he was on that years ago. He was on that years ago. Andy said, I know you've moved on of topics, but as I just thought of this, AI stands for artificial intelligence. So by definition, artificial means not genuine, therefore not genuine intelligent. There you go. Fucking Andy is just fucking, yeah, I'm gonna now call it genuinely unintelligent. That's what it is. It's not artificial intelligence. It's genuinely unintelligent is what I'm going to start calling it. Sorry, I won't keep doing that. That's its new name. President, how did 15 elephants hold one spoon with their trunks? Crichton hosted Scrap Heap Challenge. Yes, yeah. But yeah, Todd Cutler, he was on it. That's another the AI. Let's go to the genuinely unintelligent. Was Todd Cutler featured on Scrap Heap Challenge? He appeared as an expert on the TV show Scrap Heap Challenge. Yeah. I didn't know that was his real name, though. Did you know that was his real name? That's his actual name. Yeah, how you doing, Penny? Artificial intelligence is used in the sense of non-organic, man-made. I know, we're sort of kidding anyway. How you doing, Penny, anyway? Gyro said, Scrap Heap Challenge, such a good series, could be very useful talents. Yes. What, Scrap Heap Challenge or Little Dale? I love the episode where Dick Strawbridge and his Royal Engineer brothers lost building a cannon. I remember that one. Yeah, Dick Strawbridge. He still does programs now. He does one with his wife where they bought like a French chateau. That's all right. You know, it's something you can watch. And Thomas said, "Mustard, I love being here. I've got to go to sleep. Got to drive to Gloucester tomorrow from near Lincoln. Good night, everyone." Fair drives, Den. Yeah, take care, Tom. It was nice having you on, mate. Hopefully see you on next weekend or in the week some point. Take care, mate. Good night. John said, didn't see it, so I'll ask you again. Should I watch the newer Red Dwarf or leave it? No, watch it. It's good. Yeah, the new ones are good. Two of my favourite Red Dwarfs dropped are... fucking hell, I can't remember what they're called. Hang on. Two of my favourite Red Dwarfs are Back to Reality, not Back to Reality, Back to Earth, whatever it's called. Is it Back to Earth? Yeah, Back to Earth. Yeah, they're worth watching. Back to Earth is really good. So Back to Earth dropped is essentially, it's a 3-episode one, and you can sort of watch it like a film. Hello, Jason. How you doing, mate? You can watch. Yeah, Back to Earth was a 3-episode when it came back. Watch that like a film. Back to Earth was really good. I like that. And also the latest one, The Promised Land. The Promised Land, to me, reminded me of like classic Red Dwarf. And that was the last one they did. So yeah, no, do watch them. Yeah, they're good. Yeah. They're not all as good as classic, you know, peak Red Dwarf. But Back to Earth and what do you call it? The Promised Land, they was like classic Red Dwarf, in my opinion. Yeah, Starbucks smart car. Yeah, exactly. Perry says Rimmer's world always stands out to me. Yeah, Rimmer, you see. Rimmer is actually one of my favourite characters in it, because the more you get to know Rimmer, you realise why he's like he is. And he had a fucking shit life. And, you know, and that's the reason he is like what he is. And the more I watch Red Dwarf, the more I start to... I always like Rimmer anyway. But, you know, Yeah, Rimmer quite often will be my favourite character in it. I love Ace Rimmer. The reverse world is the absolute best one. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, no, yeah, yes. I saw Back to Earth, but I thought that's where it ended. No, there's so after. Let me get up again, drop, and I'll tell you how many series there are after that. 1, 2, 3. So there's 4 more series after that. Yeah, there's 4 more series after Back to Earth. And the last one was The Promised Land. Again, I think The Promised Land might have been another 3-episode one, which you could watch like a film. That just is such a shame you're 100 lister, mate. Virgil said he's always 100% Rimmer. Fuck's sake. Jebediah, how you doing? I don't own any Nerf guns. Rimmer's mother competed with Bonnie Blue. Enough said. Exactly, Chiro. Yeah, there's a few more after that. Did they ever run into Talkie Toaster again? Yes, they did. They did. Yes. Yeah. The only thing, not a spoiler, but the only thing missing from some of the later ones are the Scutters for some reason. I don't know why the Scutters aren't in it. But yeah, some of the later ones, the Scutters aren't in it. And I don't know why. Maybe there's a copyright thing, or maybe they just didn't have the models anymore. Saint said, can you do any leather work with your hands? Nah, I can't even do that. I did some basic sewing on a bit of cloth today, my hands fucking killed. Let me have a look, Chop. It might be on BritBox, to be honest, if you can get that. Where can you watch Red Dwarf in America? Tubi, Pluto TV, Amazon Prime, Apple TV. Yeah, there are a few more. Drops I do took the Scutters out when he started hosting Robot Wars. Oh god. Sainton might have to start knitting WC much. I might well have to. Let's see how many subscribers I got now, shall we? See how close we are. Yeah, still got a couple of days, and I might be on 50 fucking K. There you go. I can't hold still enough to make it focus. 49,782. The Robot Wars was pretty good as well. I quite like that. Scutters that played Cowboys and Indians. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Red Dwarf. I used to walk around with a couple of Red Dwarf t-shirts on. I had my Ace Rimmer one, Smoke Me a Kipper. And then I had a couple of other ones. I definitely had 2 Red Dwarf t-shirts. I remember some bloke stopping me in a shop once when I was on holiday in like a record shop, and he was like, "Oh, fucking hell, fucking Red Dwarf." I was like, "Oh, I watch it all the time." And as far as I was concerned, that wasn't a big thing, you know. Fucking hell, yes. Yeah. Doc said, got my London Jets shirt. No Curry Stones yet. Yeah, we need to print out some dollar pounds as well. Yeah, I love a bit of Red Dwarf. I'm getting tempted to watch either Red Dwarf, the Trailer Park Boys, or Monkey. I don't know. Sainton, my engineer teacher at school was one of the owners or members at Robot Wars. All he fucking talked about. Well, said dollar pounds, isn't that a bluey thing? That's definitely the money on Red Dwarf. Dollar pounds, isn't it? Let's get the unintelligence on. What is the currency they use in Red Dwarf? Yeah, Red Dwarf universe, the dollar pound. Probably in other things. Monkey, yeah, the Mad Japanese Show, yes. You know what? I think I probably will do Monkey first. Thanks. Are you into newer TV series, Mike? From seems pretty good. Oh, I will watch. I do watch some modern stuff. Yeah. I haven't for a while, just because I don't know. I think the last thing I watched, like loads of, like 5 series of sort of 12 episodes, was fucking Breaking Bad, and that was like 4 or 5 years after it finished. I just find them. I don't know. Game of Thrones, actually saying that, I find them quite stressful. What I like, or fucking Outlander, actually, yeah, Outlander, and I love it. I don't really fucking out. See, couldn't even remember that. Tom and Cheryl had a present for me, Outlander related, but they didn't. She forgot to bring it for me. She's going to send me it. She wanted to see my face when she gave me it. Yeah, I fucking forgot about Outlander. Yeah, the time traveling twat. If I won the lottery, I'd do one more episode after it, and I'd pay for myself to kill that character, as in Claire, with my bare hands. Oh god, that'd be it. Fucking over and done with then. Might even go back. What I'll do, I'll travel back in time with her to the very first episode, kill her, and then it means the whole lot never happened. Good night, Saint. But I can't remember what I was saying now. Yeah, I might watch Monkey anyway soon. But yeah, I find them quite stressful, so I like to wait until they're finished and then watch them. Hello, Weeks. He said, what about Bottom? Yeah, Bottom, I love it. I've got Bottom DVDs up there, plus the ones under my bed. And Shooting Stars, amazing. Yeah, I was watching a clip of Shooting Stars of Ulrika Johnson taking the piss out of, well, they all were, doing a piss take. Mark Lamar and Ulrika Johnson doing a piss take of The Omen. That's partly what made me watch it today. I wanted to watch it anyway, and then that came up, and I thought, fuck it, I'll watch it. I think there would be a queue, Mike. Red flag. Oh, what? Yeah. You know, I haven't ever seen the Water Margin Tactical. No, I haven't. I said the Garbage Pod from Red Dwarf Season 1. Smegging Garbage Pod. I fucking love Red Dwarf. I love it. Yeah, I used to... Them DVDs must be quite old. They must be getting on for 20 years old, I'd say, because I used to buy them when... I'm sure I was bought them when I was working. And I'd go down at the local Asda and buy one every, like, when they released them. Yeah, I used to love it. Well, I love Red Dwarf. It's a really good show. One of those that sort of makes you feel quite happy when you've watched it. And I did notice today that Disney Plus has all of What We Do in the Shadows, that's a show I fucking love, because that's got quite a few actors in it that I genuinely fucking love. I think pretty much all the main characters, fucking love those actors. Especially Matt Berry. Matt Berry is one of my favourite comedians. But BBC iPlayer hasn't got the 6 series on it, but Disney Plus does. Matthias said local Asda, fucking nightmare car driveway. Yes, yeah. Charles said I bought my box set a good 20 years ago. Nice, yeah. Oh, what of Red Dwarf? Yeah. It must have been about then. So I said, did you know all the packets of cigarettes in the Red Dwarf were Craig Charles as he left them everywhere? Oh, where Craig Charles is as he left them everywhere. No, I didn't know that. I have watched a lot of I used to watch all the extras on those DVDs as well. I used to get the special edition DVDs, 2-disc editions that had a little book in and loads of extras. And I used to watch every fucking bit of extras on them. I don't tend to do that so much with DVDs anymore. But then I'm not quite as obsessed with anything at the minute. So I used to, like, with my Sergio Leone DVDs, I used to watch every fucking bit of extras about them. And then I'd go searching for documentaries about Sergio Leone and all shit like that. But that's because I was obsessed with that at the time. Don't really have an obsession with any filmmaker, David Lynch, but you know. Drop said, love being able to get a box set still. Have all the Futuramas. Then they made more. Damn it. Yeah, that's it. I like Futurama. Yeah, Futurama can often make you cry as well. It's very poignant. Drop said, watching old shit in super high def is a trip. Yeah, I like Futurama's on. I think all of the Futuramas are on Disney as well, I think. Drop said, have you seen F for Family? It's the best thing ever, hands down. Yeah, F for Family was very good. Yeah, that's very, very fucking funny. And that can be quite poignant and, give you a little tear in your eye. F for Family. But I said, I wish we could Let the Blood Run Free in high definition. Well, I'll tell you something that YouTube are doing, and I don't know whether it will work properly or not. But YouTube are now going to, unless you opt out of it, old videos are going to be made into high def via AI. So some of those old videos may start being good enough to watch on a massive telly. I don't know, though. I don't know how good it would be. Hello, John. How you doing, mate? He said, have you noticed that normies questioning normality and whether we should be prepping? Luckily on here, you don't really get it a lot because, any fucking idiot, I'd probably just block them anyway. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, if you talk to people in real life, yeah, they think you're a nutter. Just said, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly is actually the first film. It was set during the Civil War, as the other two feature ballistic items that were not around until 1873. Oh, right. Yeah, because the other ones are... Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Doc said I would, but I fucking hate Bill Burr. Yeah, I think I've seen a little bit of his, real stuff, and it doesn't do anything for me. Good night, Tactical. You off, mate. Yeah, and you, mate. Have a great weekend, or have a great weekend. I am not a massive fan of Bill Burr, but F for Family is very good. Arrested Development, I've never got round to, but I've seen bits of it, and it does look funny as fuck. We tried some Disenchantment on a recommendation, but it's meh. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? But it's nothing special. You can leave it, can't you? I weren't dying to get back on it to watch more of it. I didn't hate it, but it didn't really do much. Yeah, so Bill Burr and The Mandalorian, he was great in that. Yeah, Disenchantment, Mr. Mark somehow. Yeah, there's something about it, isn't there? It's not shit, but it just doesn't make you go, oh, I can't wait to watch more of that. President Billy Corrigan from the Smashing Pumpkins is Bill Burr's brother. Okay, that must be his brother in the fucking series then. I did not know that, but I know he's got an older brother. Is it an older brother? President, yeah, secret family type shit. Metallic said, I no longer have access to Netflix, but go to watch the rest of Skellington's in the Rain was my favourite cheese. Says, oh, you got to, yeah. Well, you got access to Disney while I pay for it. But it's the same name because Dad was an arsehole. Same age, same name. Fucking hell. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and just registered the same name. Fucking hell. Absolute nutter. Who would do that? But Drops in, here come the coyotes. Fuck me. Get your camera out, Drops. He literally means it as well, that there's coyotes there. Metallic said, dropped if it could have been good, but it wasn't. Apparently, the ex-wife made an ex of mine think of me. Jared said Disney should be using Guantanamo Bay. Weeks of that, and anyone will talk. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't actually watch the Disney shit on it. Well, I suppose there are some good Disney stuff, because like The Mandalorian and that. But I'm not on there watching Disney films. But there's quite a lot of Hulu stuff on there. So you get, you got like that. Well, Alien Earth, I thought was shit personally. But yeah, I've been watching like The Omen. That's what I've been watching that on there. But it's I complained that I couldn't fucking pay for it, so they let me have it for £3.50 a month for a couple of months. So yeah. Drop says, sorry to hear, Metallic. I don't see you as some kind of squid mermaid. Fuck. Yeah, she couldn't work out which one. Well, you said one of the female cats, but you couldn't work out who it was, could you? Metallic said, Alice in Wonderland, Bambi are all true Disney things worth seeing. I wonder if The Watcher in the Woods is on there and what version they've got. John said, scientists tell us that our ancient brain is reptilian. Do you think David Icke and the elite reptilian cabal could therefore be real? Maybe, mayhap so. MOON, that spells lizard brain. Don't know. Who knows? I like David Icke in a strange way. I think he's, I don't know. I like him. I think he's, yeah. I don't mean I believe everything he says. I don't know, something about him. I think, yeah, he's interesting. Rose Iron said he's a reptile. There you go then. True story. Italic said, I said mayhaps so a couple of times in my video chat earlier. Nice. Joe said, Bambi makes no sense. Hunters don't kill the female deer, only bucks. There you go. Well, that's what you could tell children. You say this isn't real. Hunters wouldn't do that. Oh, fucking hell, my hand went funny now. Drop said, love Lucy, though. Still trying to work out earrings that are him in a tiny glass. But oh yeah, the little devil, yeah, Lucy, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I'm gonna have to go off in a minute. It's midnight. Oh, fucking God, midnight. It's 12:30. And I will be keeping people awake if I don't fuck off soon. Yeah, it's been quite a good stream tonight. See how many fucking subs I'm on now, shall I? Give you an update. Ugh, have a guess. Don't go and look. Have a guess how many I've got. It's 49,000 and something. That said, if you're doing pest control, you're not allowed to let the boys fet the boys underneath, let the boys shoot the boys, as they don't produce the amount of babies as the girls. Or is it supposed to be fat? I don't know. Drop said, bull testes are expensive, but deer testes are under $1. For fuck's sake. Nice one, Drops. That was a good one. Good. The views have been going up nicely today. I was worried they weren't going to peak very high. Right, no one tried to guess. There you go. Right, I'm going to have to fuck off in a second. I'm also down for a piss. Dropped to have tiny molds that are supposed to be bags for fairground fish bags. I could probably make you a Lucy, but the epoxy mold is matte, so you can't see through them. I'm not allowed to kill the boys. Okay. Right, I'm going. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the stream, please, before you go, if you haven't already. I reckon in about 2 or 3 days, hopefully I should be on 50,000. I don't know what we do. Celebrate somehow. What shall I do for my 50,000 subscribers? Don't know. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, Johnny. Yeah, thank you. Metallic said, I think you should do an after party with Dr. I'm too tired, my queen. John said, fuck off then. And also, I'd also have to go in the Wendy house because it would keep people awake. You know, I can go and have a chat if you want there. Right. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. See you later. Tanted, you suck. I'll be here tomorrow. Yeah, maybe we could have a little chat tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see you in a bit. Pain in my ass, you are. Good night. See you later.